Say you be Muna for Tete, Muna for Songo, Muna for Sarah, Muna for Shinshong. Say you be Muna for Tete, Muna for Songo, Muna for Sarah, Muna for Shinshong. I say the Toribi, the same the Toribi, the Toribi, the same the Toribi, the Toribi, the yap. The Toribi, the same. What I be Muna for Titi, what I be Muna for Tongo, what I be Muna for Sarah. The Toribi the same. The Toribi the same because see, we all they go through this struggle. We all they go through these hard times. We go all they go through these difficulties. Our community is not in the best place at time. As of this time, our community is not in the best place. But name not for you one, not for all we. No mind even that people who they used to feel like oh they have it all, they figured it out already. Then today go through their own thing. Today it's going to be a beautiful conversation. We are going to be talking to a legend. We're going to be talking to a god. We're going to be talking to a guy who, for more than 20 years, has been investing a lot for the development of our community, for the betterment of our community. That one person, we personally, I feel like he don't put even a life on the line for CC things they move forward. That one person, we he don't invest a lot. He don't invest plenty. Um, he don't invest a lot. He don't invest plenty. Forget things for where we they get for be. Nabil Fongod. We'll be talking to my brother today. We'll be talking to my Oga. We'll be talking, hey, greetings, bae. Uh being always the first person for watch. Feels nice to have a woman like you. Um yeah, he don't always be that person where he don't invest a lot for community and he continues to do that. Today we will talk for Nabil Fongo. Go ahead, guys, and share the video. I apologize for the late start. Apologize. I had a crazy yesterday. Came back early this morning and was just struggling with myself. But thank God we are here. Frank Zuru Nation, my brother. I beg. Uh, better to read it back, no, my brother. Share and we are hoping to have you on to read it to Frank Zuru Nation. For any person with the watch, please let us know where you're watching from. Let us know which questions you want more ask Nabil. It don't decide it could be open book and so more take advantage to ask you all the questions that we wouldn't always want ask you. I think it's going to be a beautiful session. I think it's going to be an interesting one because this guy Mola Rudi watching for Mukundange, my co-host, all the days that you're watching early for Mukundange, we're talking to this guy Nabil Fongod, a legend, not just an artist, media personality. Nowadays, they call people influencers. Back in the days, these guys did not really care if they were influencers or not. These guys were just passionate about our community. These guys were just passionate about things that can put us on the map. These guys were just doing it because they loved it, because they enjoyed it. But today, some person go call it say influencer. Some will say, okay, influencer. But influencer, name na that ye one them. The one the way they actually don't put in the work, they put in the work. And when I talked to him the other time, and because I went to his Facebook and saw a lot of things he's been posting and all of that, I was like, bro, you didn't even plan for rest, so you didn't even plan for rest, man. All these projects, all these millions, all this plenty money. They like it means that this thing it's going to be a beautiful conversation. Guys, go ahead and share the video. Let us know where you're watching from. Please, if there is any person you want on to read it someday, let us know. Just comment the person in name for comment section. Frank Zulu Nation, please. We intend for get you on to reading. On a sorry, I they struggle for share. So I expect see every other person will watch now the share. I hope so any other person will watch this share. Go ahead and share, guys. If there is one conversation I really want to have with Nabil this day, now people that we for some reason they don't be here for a long, they don't be here for very long time, and they know the in and out of this industry. So one of the things that I want, one of the conversation I want really get away today, one of the conversation I want really get away today, how is stay long for this industry, and not only stay long but survive the financial part of it. Not so very difficult, not so very difficult thing for explaining, not so very difficult thing. Um, that's a very difficult thing for understand, especially because see the community where we come from, it's rough. Things are really, really rough over there. Things are really, really rough. So when I see some person like Nabil is great. He started his showbiz way back in 1996 when I first met him in BHS Boya. 1996. That is many years ago. So many, many years. So plenty, plenty years. Wow. By the way, shout out to my sister Gasha. Today I woke up listening to her songs. I woke up with the energy, the Gasha energy, the high energy, the high. I wanna just live life. I want to enjoy life. I want to just be me. I want to continue pushing. Our sister had a small, I'll call her small, but I don't think it's small because for her, I think it's stressful. It's hard. It's rough. He had a situation, she had a situation, and our prayers to her, our support. Gasha, know we love you. Gasha, know your family. Gasha, know we care about you. Please don't let that situation break you down. Don't let that situation hold you back. Don't let that situation turn you around and push you to the wrong direction. You are a strong lady. I will remind you of one thing: gold. Gold. Remember, Sabi, they pick gold. You get to dig down deep into mud inside some very dirty corner, and after you go meet a gold. After you pick them, it's still raw. You get for go refine them, and for refine them, you get for burn them, you get for beat them, you get for batter them, and all of that before it becomes gold. That is the process you're going through, guys. I think my brother did online already, and it is wrong for me to keep him waiting. This is somebody who has invested a lot into our industry. It wrong for me for even start the show late, but I apologize and I beg when I bring it in, make una join clap because the woman will clap, it go feel sweet in the heart some more, it will be hard on me, and then after all we go join apologize. So I beg. Now the apology that one for for comment section. When I comment say Nabil will beg forgive our brother or will beg forgive to read it for starting your show late. But then I'll add my brother now. And when I add it, I beg. I want year on a clap because he deserves it. More than 20 years investing time. Most importantly, money. Money will never get out of country. Man don't invest time for more than 20 years. I beg ya. On a clap for my brother.
Baba,
Oh God. So
hey,
finally,
Baba,
finally. Um
you
I will
we
start.
here.
I will start on this way. Two persons the way I don't always from back in the days when I started doing this, when I started investing time in talking about our community, talking about music, talking about entertainment, talking about things to better our community. Two persons the way I don't always want to meet up. But for these two persons, if they say my meet up one person, I don't actually post them on Facebook. But if they say my meet up now one, that one person was you. So when they I reached out and we were talking. I was like, oh God. I really choose a dream that it come true. Trust me, I'm excited. But it could be more exciting the day I go sit down with you and really have conversations. My brother, welcome to Turidi.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure. I
Wow.
want to start also by congratulating you, Baba. Like you're working. You understand? I believe in
Wow.
work, and I think that you want people who are working. So no, do you know what I'm saying? Let's get on it.
Wow.
It's a
Wow.
pleasure to be here. Building the
Nabil,
community makes a lot of sense to me. So let's build it, bro.
But maybe lie, my brother. Nabil Fongod. I know everybody, almost all of you know you, but maybe some people now that they join the industry, they'll probably not know you. Just in a few words, who be Nabil?
Or me,
Yeah.
I don't think that that's possible. I don't think you can ask me now because describe myself in a few words, and that's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
But the fewest words in which I should describe myself is an entertainer. If I get to use two words, the
Mm-hmm.
entertainer. Basically, show businessman,
Yeah.
passionate person about entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm that picky where I turn my hobbies into my profession. So
Wow.
everything I want to do as small picking, I just turn it into a profession, and I'm able to do it as an adult.
Nabil Fongod. Now your real name's that?
Yeah, my real name, and it's so cool, right? My parents been cool from day one.
I'm telling you, like, how did it
Too
means
cool for school.
some people they tell and say, hey, that is one other thing. That's so authentic, man. That's so
You
real,
see,
man.
yeah, my repeat again, I repeat that kind of vision.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Cheers to
Okay.
that.
That is so real. Like man, when it get for happen, it go happen. Like everything will fall in place. And bro,
Yeah.
I look at the work you don't put in. I look at how humble you are. I look at how supportive you did to our community. Ufi only talks say thank you. Guys, go ahead and continue share the video. I don't want this conversation to be about
Cheers,
me.
cheers.
I want it to be about us. So when I
All
ask
right.
you the questions for Nabil, I feel like now one of the most honest, sincere person who get our community. I think say it by the way, for me today, I want to learn, I want to really learn now what if we do. For why would they invest for the industry? How will the maybe the guidance most motive or what we need for do before we think about jumping into the industry? My brother, mine
Mm.
start for you don't do this thing for the longest time.
All right.
What did keep you motivated? What keeps you going?
Um, passion. Um,
Wow.
the I think it's more like I believe say when you understand what your purpose be for
Yeah.
Earth, it'll
Yeah.
find life easier for you. You understand? And
Wow.
sometimes content in life not be about what you get or what you don't
Mm-hmm.
achieve, not
Mm-hmm.
about how much of your purpose you don't get to achieve. And
Wow.
for me, that's it's a question where I don't get asked to before, but actually foreign artists that are coming to Cameroon at the same point in time, and there
Mm-hmm.
was a lot going on. And it was like, like I know you from out, you don't do things for the industry and stuff like that, like
Mm-hmm.
African industry, where they look at
Mm-hmm.
it, and then they're like, but wait to make idea here, like under these circumstances. And for me too, I tell them, I say, I think say, the the potential out here is just so much that it's difficult to ignore, despite everything that's happening. And I also believe say change not happen by overnight. You understand how I talk? I mean, say
Yeah.
even flower, you keep a flower for here. By tomorrow morning, the flower just there, you know, they actually grow overnight if you don't take care
Mm-hmm.
of it or you don't water it. And when I look
Absolutely.
around, I look left and I look right, and I think that that's something where everybody gets to put that into the back of their head. It's like we get a responsibility and a role to play. You understand how I talk? And
Yeah.
for this thing for come up for here, come for here, it means that people have to put effort into carrying it from here to put down here. You understand? I know a lot of people there abroad where they just talk say, nah, thing that they change, but you go get better, you know what I'm saying? But it's not happening overnight. Human being I get to do. Until I look the whole thing where I look and say the experience where I get the state of mind where I get I believe I get something where I need to put it home to make it big, to make it grow.
Mm-hmm.
I know that kind of person where I'm motivated by people hailing me or stuff like that. I believe say
Mm-hmm.
the thing I get to do them. So my motivation comes from the achievements that a lot of people might not even see.
Okay.
Things that I do background, the things that I instigate for the changes that take place in industry. Like I keep telling people, I'll not be influencer. I'm influencer. You understand? So,
Yeah.
so basically, the thing that why they do I think where people where they run the industry look up to or I'm building the industry, not really a fan base. I'm not concerned really with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like my work is not to the fans, it's more for like the industry, and then they give what I put to them to the fans, basically.
I
That's why
think
it's
so.
not really important for me for followings or all of that stuff. Like I'm a
Mhm.
businessman.
Wow. I like that part, businessman, because that is what I actually want to for you to have done this for this long. I dey wonder why, like for the community to come out, the money easily come by. But there's a person
Yeah,
how did you do it? Like, how did you manage to actually do all of this work? I don't know about your financial situation, but how you do them?
my God, oh,
Wow.
my God. If you want to do anything, you do it. Believe me. If you put your mind to anything, you do.
Okay.
I just say you get enough passion and energy to be able to, command
Mhm.
that thing to you. You go can't you. I just think
Yeah.
of people that don't really know. I think most people don't achieve it in the one because they don't exactly know what it is. That's why, for instance, I tell you. we're going to talk about the NAPSA freshman. But for instance, if you
Yeah.
tell you about something, for instance, like where we talk with the NAPSA freshman, like we gave them some master classes, and one of the master classes were Eva Dumbel,
Mm-hmm.
who is an inductee into the academy, the Grammy
Yeah.
Academy this year, basically. So I will tell and say, every artist in this world has said
Yeah.
to themselves before, in a dream, in a song, out loud, or any point in time, like, I want to win a Grammy. I mean,
Yeah.
from the biggest artist to the smallest artist. You know what I'm saying? Like internationally, Africans, Europeans, Americans,
Yeah.
Asians, everybody don't ever use that as a measurement. Tell you want to do. But the thing
Yeah.
is, how many people don't really think about what you actually take to win a Grammy, or what you actually get to do to win a Grammy, apart from just going to the studio and making music. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
When you start understand how thing that you work and the place where you want to get, which the reality, not the friction of it. Like when you start to understand the reality of them, right?
Yeah.
It will permit you for to do things them towards the direction where you get to achieve them much more than people who are just doing things and hoping that they will achieve it.
Wow. Okay, ma, I take one
If
question
that
because
makes sense.
it makes a lot of sense, my brother. By the way, I never ever hear you talk on Twitter. Make sense. So
Try.
I don't follow it. Like I don't follow you for a very long time. Like every time you
Thank
speak.
you.
By the way,
All
the two
right.
people I'm gonna meet up and now you are what always meet up and now you and Jovi. But trust
All right.
me,
Nice.
for some reason, I put you over Jovi.
All
You
right.
understand? Like because I
Yeah,
don't
so we
know.
colleague them now.
uh, oh, no, be colleague them, bro. Like the one that they do, the one that don't inspire the generations after una. I feel like you said from nothing to
Mm,
something very, very big. And I like the fact
yeah.
say you even still mention of say it's about what you want to do and the
Yeah.
way you be open. I take my boss Chichi equation. He say English or French is language barrier to our growth.
Um. Sorry, come again. I didn't get that question.
So I pin the question so why I get that feel. So
Okay.
English or French is language a barrier to our growth.
Is language a barrier?
To our
Is
growth.
English to our growth?
Just
No. On the
for
on the other hand,
sing for French, overdo content for English or French, like language, is it a barrier to our growth? Yeah, I think so. That the
I
question.
So I really like to be objective when I talk about things. I don't think that anything gets just one side. There's one side
Yes,
to it and there's another side to it.
true.
So the first side, while talking to him, I say,
Mhm.
sorry, I go slow and down. Say for
Yeah,
our family, we talk very, very fast.
yeah.
Yeah. My brother
No,
just
that's
walk ahead, they might slow down, I talk small, small. So I'll slow it down for you guys, you feel me? So basically I don't see one side of a story ever. I see
hmm.
two sides of a story all the time. You understand?
Okay.
So I seen there is positive, there's pros and cons to every situation. Okay.
Yeah.
But I like to concentrate on the positive parts of things much more than the negative parts of things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get to concentrate on the positive, yes, I think it is actually a, a positive thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I say so? If you know what I think about the industry, I think that we have what they call an African industry. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? That can
Mm-hmm.
be exported to the world. I see Cameroon as
Yeah.
a state in this country that they
Mm-hmm.
call Africa. And that
Africa.
is my business ideology of things. Do you
Wow.
understand? The same way, wherever you, like you're in America, the
Mm-hmm.
same way you can look at Florida or, California as another state in
Yeah.
America. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
basically, that's the way I see it. And in this country that we call Africa, that we have two different channels of entertainment and communication.
Mm-hmm.
One is the French and the other one is the English. Out of the
Mm-hmm.
54 countries in Africa, 50 speak either French or English.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the fact that we are the only country that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't only speak French or English, but also has both an Anglo-Saxon and a
Mm-hmm.
Francophone culture puts
Mm-hmm.
us above every other African.
Wow.
Because at a certain point in time, French culture was the most exported culture from Africa. At
Wow.
this point in time,
Mm-hmm.
Anglo-Saxon culture is the
Mm-hmm.
most exported culture from Africa. At any given point in time, Cameroon has been in a position to win. If that
Wow.
answers your question, I think
I
that's how I
think
look at things from a
I,
positive perspective.
I think for me answers the question very very well. And so I know the core of which we're going to talk today, but that wait me the numbers that go up, then we'll address that issue and then we'll move
Yeah,
on. But
sure.
some person don't ask a question. I beg
Sure.
Baba, just take a small time.
I'm
I
here
know.
for your questions, bro. No worry.
Yeah.
Like I'm your humble servant. I want you to remember this, bro. I am a servant
Yeah.
to the industry. Anytime anybody has me, I'm a
Wow.
servant, but don't worry about too much. Listen, just let me know. I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm here for you.
So the question now is 80-20 good or bad to us Cameroonians? Now the person question that.
Can I tell the person to please define what is 2020? Thank you.
Okay. Now the reason why
When a
I
person
even
defines what 80-20 is, then I'll be able to talk about
now the
80-20.
reason why me I be even choose for rephrase the question, but I don't want disrespect the person in
Mm.
the fact they use those words. You understand?
But you know, we're not really we're smart people, so we can really
Yes.
figure out what we're trying to say. So let's get
Yes.
it like this. 80-20
Mm-hmm.
obviously is what everybody in this world who has a culture to protect would
Mm-hmm.
want to defend.
Yeah.
That's the fact.
Yeah.
Anybody, where no matter what, you want to defend that culture.
Mm-hmm.
I, for instance, I don't think, a lot of people talk about stuff that a lot of people have been doing what they've been doing for a long time, and I have maximum respect for them. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
taking away from anybody, but I don't think that if I am one of the people who have invested a lot into this industry, time,
Yeah.
resources, money, and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it's reasonable for me to want to sell another culture or to kill my culture, or not just my culture, my business. I think
Yeah.
that you have to understand, like, there are very few people who for the past 20 years have depended, lived on, fed their families and taken care of themselves from this entertainment industry. And I
Yeah.
stand as one of them. And that's like a handful.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody who has an interest in the development and the growth of the Cameroonian industry, it's got
Mm-hmm.
to be me. That should be
Mm-hmm.
one of them. So
Yeah.
there's no reason why I should feel that something that is positive for us, right, should be detrimental. But then I
Mm-hmm.
think the question that he's trying to ask, which I'll help him phrase, is
Mm-hmm.
that this campaign has
Mm-hmm.
been going on around
Mm-hmm.
about 80-20. Is it, what was the question, if it was good or not?
Good or bad? Yeah.
If it was good or bad? Like I say again, nothing is bad, nothing
Mm-hmm.
is good. And
Mm-hmm.
this moment we start understanding that, the easier we start having constructive conversations.
Conversations, my
If I
brother.
decide to sit down with you today, I want us to start from the core. If I
Yeah.
decide to sit down to you today and start having a conversation here about
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo and Messi,
Mm-hmm.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just on who we think is better. We'll do this for the rest of the day. Do
Yeah.
you understand? Because it's based on your personal opinion. Now, if
Yeah.
we had to sit down here and find and have a conversation about what the statistics say, our
Mm-hmm.
conversation will be very short, and
Mm-hmm.
our answers will come out clearly. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? So that's the kind
Yeah.
of conversation that I'd like us to have.
Mm-hmm.
The question also is, this campaign, is it I would like to ask rhetorical questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because people ask questions that I think they know answers to, but maybe if I ask them those questions, they both get answers to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if it's supposed to be a good campaign, which I just said, I believe in that
Mm-hmm.
concept. Not
Mm-hmm.
only do I believe in it, before
Mm-hmm.
you people ever probably heard it, let me take you back to 2002,
2000.
2001.
Yep.
I was the
Mm-hmm.
first Cameroonian to
Mm-hmm.
start playing Cameroonian urban music on radio for a full show. Nobody did it before me.
Wow.
I'm not saying I'm the first person on the airwaves. Listen, quote
Mm-hmm.
me. I am the first person on Cameroonian airwaves to
Mm-hmm.
ever have a show more than 30 minutes dedicated to Cameroonian urban music when we
Music.
had just a handful of
Mm-hmm.
urban artists. Daily and most listened to.
Wow.
OG before IG and FB. That's me. Let's get that straight. So
Yeah.
I want us to understand that that stuff that you're talking about, 80-20, when I decided
Mm-hmm.
21 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
this thing a pigeon show now. I don't start talking this
No, no, God's
bro.
flow, man. God's flow.
Yeah, so let
Yeah.
me say, don't think about it and check and say, because if I
Mm-hmm.
talk pigeon, I'll talk very, very fast. So,
Fast.
but the thing I say, if you check them, if thing I
Yeah.
decide for start doing for 2020,
Mm-hmm.
2001,
2001.
you understand what I talk? Was
Yes.
the beginning of a campaign saying, may we valorize our own. And I didn't even think about it like, what is this for me? Or
Mm-hmm.
what am I trying to do? I just think, say, me, I was, we grew up, see, you talked about Job, we grew up together. And I'm a brother, you understand
Yeah.
what I talk? Like, we grew up
Yep.
together, we share dreams together, we come out the same quartier. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Job, like Joby told me last time, I get a file on my laptop till today that has the name Nabil. He produced plenty songs for me. Our musical career started together. I understand where he comes from. I know how talented he is. And I also know that there's a lot of Joby got again for the world that he's just not had an opportunity to give
Yep.
to you guys. So I understand that from scratch. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
When I saw all that thing already happen, and I listen to radio and I see to it they be playing for radio. There were two things that me I decided to do. I was like, let me take this thing we're doing for here from streets and take it to the mainstream. Because the
Yeah.
truth about it, and I say, how will we do function, right? How will we do function? How will it be possible for we for function as successful artists if we
Mm-hmm.
not even be mainstream? And
Yeah.
then now if I get a position where I do a radio, the first thing I get for doing, I say, if I attract everybody for play to it, no man know they ever hear.
Yeah.
So on radio now, I'm a hip hop head. Do you understand how I talk? So
Yeah.
in 2001, I was playing the Carter album. Like you people started listening to Lil Wayne here, like
Mm-hmm.
2005 when he did Make It Rain with like I was on
Yeah.
Carter one. I'm a hip hop head. You understand how I talk? Most
Mm-hmm.
of this stuff, like I already knew what it was when I played it. When I got the CD, when I got this CD, what do they call it? This Grass to Grace CD
Mm-hmm.
with the XLM squad. I remember for those who know the history of hip hop, that's how I tell you where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
XLM Squad was the first. We were the first artists to win a Canal d'Or for urban music and rap.
Wow.
For the very first ever Canal d'Or, it was the first ever hip hop group that like blew around Cameroon and stuff. But I remember I was with the guys and we got this CD and we were looking for it. And then they got it before me. I was always the first one to get the CD. And they waited for me. One day we went to their house and we played that CD and it changed our lives. You understood? I
Mm-hmm.
understood that the future of Africa, of music is in Africa. I knew I was going to see it. I'd be no
Mm-hmm.
say, I would be part of them, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't really know when it was going to happen. But I felt like there's something I have to do to be, you know what I'm saying, to make it
Yeah.
happen.
To
So I felt
contribute.
like the
Yeah.
first thing I'll start doing, I said, man, if I go on my radio and
Yeah.
start valorizing
Yeah.
stuff we did like that. Do you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then that's how we started. So if you ask me about 80/20, I believe like I told you from the beginning, all man gets a role to play
Mm-hmm.
in this industry. Play your role, Baba. You understand what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I am playing my role. Do you get
Bro.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't need to stand on the table and be shouting it out, even though some
Mm-hmm.
people might be
Very
that
true.
way. I have
Very
no
true.
problem with that. But if you tell me about 80/20, let's go straight to the point. The best way to
Mm-hmm.
talk mostly about 80/20. If you tell me
Mm-hmm.
about 80/20, and let's just start with your last show that I watched about 3, 4 days after before I
Mm-hmm.
came up on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And you are doing a show and someone where they promote 80/20 walked
Mm-hmm.
out when you are talking about a Cameroonian documentary that I
Mm-hmm.
actually asked you to send me the link and I had to
Yeah.
go watch because I thought it
Yeah.
was touching. I'm still concerned by that. It's a natural thing. I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand what that is. If you are talking about 80/20 and then you are
Mm-hmm.
preaching, this actress is so super great,
Yeah.
but this one, they so. You know what I'm saying? You know, this on the same post.
Post.
Is your 80/20 based on love 80, hate 20, or hate or love 20, hate 20? I don't get it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if
Mm-hmm.
you like, I think it's a great thing. A lot of people think that it's this or that. I just think, like I've said it so many times, it is good intentions with poor executions. But
Yes.
ignorance is bliss in this situation. You
Wow.
cannot change that. You understand what I'm
Wow.
saying? What a man don't know, you don't know. That's how I talk. So ignorance is very important in this situation. Some people they get very good intentions, but I just say they not get enough understanding of the situation or how things work to do it. And then secondly, when you make a campaign where they're more about your personal glorification, you really have lost sight of what you they do. So
Mm-hmm.
if we really talk about it like that, I think it's a great initiative, but I think it's not led by the right person. When I
Yes.
say led by the right person, it's not like somebody needs to lead it. But if you really care about it, it's not just everybody who can be a leader. That's a fact. It's not the best player. You can be the person who has that idea, whatever. Like people be arguing about who did it. That's not even, like I said, it's not for me. It's not interesting for me. I'm sure some people that's the legacy they want to live with. Everything I've done for my life,
Mm-hmm.
that's the last of the legacies that I think that I want to be part of. You know what I'm saying? I'm so many
Mm-hmm.
people, but some people have their own legacy that way they want to live and for the
Liver.
world. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think give out to them. But my problem, like I say again, if you talk about 80/20. And me, what I tell you, so I started this, like I started it not talking about it, but
Mm-hmm.
actually
Actually,
changing
actually.
things. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The way when I start understanding say urban music, start I'm not from Bantu Posi.
Yeah.
Now who will be promote Bantu Posi? Now who will be in charge of that promotion and everything? Moi. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I start love music from around the Racine, no, the first person who was
Mm-hmm.
Racine, moi. They start valorize Cameroonian arts based on concerts between 2001 and 2007. I did the biggest Cameroonian urban concerts, and they've not still been that big till today. So this is what I've done. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is I'm not saying that this is what I've done. If you really have a good plan for 80/20, when you come probably like I don't know 15 years after I
Mm-hmm.
have already started this more
Mhm.
than 15 years after I already started it. I think it's not proper if you look at me as the problem. Because when that man goes on air and says, like, oh, I'm the problem, people should slap me, I am complex, I am killing that. So you are misguiding people. And that's what I said so many times. You are misleading people. The
People.
internet has a lot of hate. There are a lot of
Yeah.
people who are on the internet and they feed off hate. It's very
Mhm.
obvious. We all know that. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If you
Mhm.
put up a post today about something positive and you put up a post about something negative, traffic goes to the negative. So
Mhm.
when people who have understood that and are self-centered,
Mhm.
I know that there are ideologies that people can accept and they
Mhm.
can also be able to propagate it with the hate that is available on the internet to push that agenda.
Mhm.
The question is, what is really your agenda?
Yeah.
That's what I asked personally. How is cool people say awareness and all of that and all of that? Last time somebody said, he didn't know nothing about Cameroonian artists until this stuff came and
Until.
this stuff came. But I still ask that person who said that, like, yo, but you didn't know stuff about Cameroonian artists until of recent. Not because of that, because now that you know, how are you contributing to what
Yeah.
the information you know? I
Yeah.
would rather value someone like Yan Slim or Banganjang or a bunch of Cameroonian promoters who are actually creating big shows out there, like Eva did back in
Yeah.
the day. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? To bring
Mhm.
Cameroonian artists to the limelight. Those are the people who I think you should thank for being aware of what's happening in Cameroon, about the Cameroon urban industry out there.
Mhm.
Secondly, if it's just about the awareness you created, why is it that you guys are still not filling up those halls of Cameroonian artists?
Mhm.
I talk y'all. Everybody knows about this artist now, but I don't want to talk about their name. Me and you, we
Yeah.
know
Yep.
those halls in America are empty.
Mhm.
Where is your support? And those the people, all those people, that, oh yeah,
Mhm.
where you gonna did?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you lead a good campaign with a misdirection, your followers
Mhm.
become just you. Like you never, they really never help. The question I really want to say is there are a lot of things happening behind the scenes. Do you understand what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
propaganda is not even up to 10% of the work that is making the changes to happen here. So
Yeah.
let's go to work. No one need to talk plenty. 80-20 or whatever you want to do. Everybody has a role to play, but please don't discredit another person's own. Do you
Mhm.
understand? And nobody will come and discredit what he is doing if you don't
Yeah.
start discrediting what I am doing. I
Doing.
was not, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not even here to discredit what you're doing. I'm here to tell people that, well, look at what he's doing. What do you think? Do you
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? If you want to discredit, if he discredits what I did do, man, I go check out what I did do. If you feel
Mhm.
that I never do enough, do no, no matter. It's not anything that cost me. No change shit. Be sorry, but
But
it is what it is.
you don't get that topic enough time, man. I think you don't
Yeah, let's
clarify
move
a
on.
lot. You
I
don't
just think that
clarify.
that's something that has to be clarified. Why? Because
Thank
I think
you.
saying it's a misguiding. It's a good
Thank
concept.
yeah.
Everybody is behind it, but then a
Yeah.
lot of people who have gotten it from a negative source have it
Mhm.
all twisted and are looking at so many people who are
Yeah.
actually working for the industry as
Yep.
enemies of that movement. The
Yep.
same way they tried to depict you last time
Yep.
on this show. You're not
Yep.
enemy of the movement. You
Yep.
have proven clearly that me, I'll be the part of this process. So wait to be a
Yep.
problem with me because I
Yep.
don't accept the way you to do. I have dictatorship. I don't need that kind of thing again for here now. I don't really get enough. You know what I'm saying?
Baba, what to be the role for diaspora for the industry would you try for Billiam?
And diaspora, let's start with that. Like, for me, I can answer that question from different perspectives because me,
Yeah.
I'm a returnee. If you want, I
Mhm.
spent
Yeah.
10 years in the diaspora, not just being out there, but also working on so many things. I'm working on entertainment industry. I think that if you look at most entertainment industries in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
they are built off exposure from how things are done worldwide, where there's more of business, if you understand what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, as far as
Mm-hmm.
showbiz is concerned. Um,
Yeah.
People in diaspora A have a lot more investments to be able to put into the industry. People in diaspora B are more exposed to be able to understand what is appealing to a worldwide audience more
Mm-hmm.
than people who are back home here. You
Yeah.
understand? Um, People in the diaspora also have the possibility to be able to build behind the scenes because I think like what we lack today for this industry is not
Mm-hmm.
really talent. I keep saying that in talent they over sucks up flop flop. I think I say we'll not get people for carry that talent from this point to that point. And the biggest issue that we get on for this industry, and that's our problem. It's not really just I say talent there enough. There have been talents that pass in a pursuit for the country. You know why I don't pass in a pursuit now? Because we don't get the right team of people around them to put them to the level in which you get to be put. So I believe also say to a certain extent, a lot of people for diaspora like they smart enough, they exposed enough, they understand international business to a certain level. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They're not the people where when I say there's no Cameroonian millionaire, they will start ask which one CFO that they understand,
Mhm.
say, it's already dollars, like you don't need to
Yeah.
be retired. Yeah. Those are the things that you need to know. They've been able to also associate themselves with other Africa. Like for me, I understand Africa as a market, not just because I was born in Nigeria and I grew up in Nigeria. You
Mhm.
understand, but also because I lived in an African society in Europe. I was not the person who you catch in a Cameroonian place, only Cameroonian friends. Matter of fact, I barely even mixed with Cameroonians. Like I don't even think I dated a Cameroonian girl while I was out. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I bet like not like I did know them, but I'm discovering new things. I get different kind. I think Africa now our country. You understand? So
Mhm.
I know how to I can link up with a Ghanaian or a
Mhm.
Gambian, like I can link up with Senegalese or an Ivorian and still feel very Cameroonian. You understand? So I
Mhm.
talk. So um at the end of the day, um coming back to it, I sorry, just come back to the question, man. No,
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
want to divert from the question because I have so many ideas in my head, so I don't want to divert from I don't want to really divert from the question. But
Mhm.
like I say again, let us look about how we can work with Africa as a continent, much more than a country, much like a country, much more than a continent, and understand
Mhm.
that we have to sell to an African market. We sell to African market, we're obviously on the international platform. When we're international platform, become worldwide artists, and that's what we're looking for. That's success.
Boss, might play the video and then right after that I'll ask you my next question, I think.
Yeah.
My name is Nabil Fongod. I'm the CEO of Napster. I came up with a concept called the Napster Freshman 2023. The very first class is consisting of the top 11 out of 237, with a level to put the pedal to the middle, to take mediocrity to the cradle. Whose hustle and bustle and talent is violent, who've been bubbling under and now ready to roll like thunder and they can't be silent. We don't be fumbling, so we blunder. The culture has been crumbling, never a solution finder. Just more than talent, you need hunger. If you give them ham, they can make burger. The future is bright and heavily pregnant. The time is right and we can't stay stagnant.
Baby, 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 baby.
Akwara rock ribele any tonto man give me the picking a day say men they don't go for go tip then the cash and the talk say I be there with them. Baby now would
Baby,
you
now,
put
would
me
you,
head
would
in
you?
the sweet
Give
talk
them
like a
free
leech
chop
of
like a
food.
ninja Fundi.
We don't know we know nothing say baby mama any that we don't want be na mommy begin shake it baby 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 hey baby 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 say
By the
Right,
way,
cut it
before
down,
we go
Mutumbu.
into the project, if that music, talk a little bit about the music, and then you go into the
Yo,
project.
bad, 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 bad. Ego and Fredo, man. Baby, baby, baby. It's crazy because actually, when we were over there, with the entire over there, it'd be like we were working on promotion of that song. So that's my song. I really like that. My song.
Yeah.
I'm involved in everything that happen. Like I'm in it. Like they're done.
Boss, so the project for that video, tell us about it. Napster freshman.
Napstar freshman. Let
Mm-hmm.
me just give everybody a state of mind what it is. So basically, and the thing I say, I don't check. I'm gonna tell you from my own perspective, right? I don't
Yeah.
check and say, oh, the Cameroon, where the Cameroon day, right? Talent
Yeah.
day for you, but suck. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But we get two different culture them. You understand how I talk? And some people that they leaned over to one culture. Do you get what I talk? And
Yeah.
limitation of people they see 'em. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I believe say the thing that they work for Cameroon, like all these all these car keeper, poor whatever, da, da, da,
Mm-hmm.
da, da, da. It's cool music. It's alright
Mm-hmm.
music. Do you understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
But I personally think it's below standard for it to be exported, especially in a time where African music is being exported real quick to the world. Do you understand
Yeah.
what I talk? Let me say, I, I don't know how to explain it. Like now, so tiny, they like people all money play, bro. It's just like say, you get football player there now. Oh no, no,
Yeah.
he did Manchester right now, right? Now
Yeah.
football player will come up for Yaoundé, right?
Yeah.
Joel Embiid. MVP
Yeah.
from Yaoundé. You
Mm-hmm.
understand how they talk? Bro,
Yeah.
it's two choices you get in life. Do you get what I'm saying? If you get the
Yeah.
possibility for do, if you be for Cameroon now, so they still do superstar, say Cameroon,
Mm-hmm.
mediocre football, Sunday sharp and all of that.
Yep.
But he understand, say, bro, I put myself on that level and he build himself to that level. And for
Yeah.
me, I think that anybody will get that state of mind, it's something to be applauded. Not be so.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people that inside a state of mind will not achieve things. Not be a
Mm-hmm.
state of mind or just say this is okay, or this is mediocre. For me personally, so I think if we can do better, we'll do better.
Yeah.
You get? I know from being on ground all this time, say, and this is a time we'll not get to the play. You understand what I'm saying? There's certain music where if you work for Cameroon, but it will not work for the world. And I've said that 101 times. I keep said it back in the 80s. People keep the Makosa, Makosa. We could see in the 80s or the time when Makosa was being exported was bigger than Makosa in Cameroon. We could see. It was bigger than Makosa in Cameroon.
Yeah.
At the time when Makosa was being exported, right? But how is it that people don't know Bikuti out of Cameroon? They know Makosa everywhere. Because there's one Cameroon music that's exportable, and there's another one that is super, but it's for local consumption. It's products. We're talking about product. People get too emotional about this stuff. You know, you need to create a product for local consumption, a product for international consumption. Anywhere in the world, that's how it works. You understand what I'm saying? When Jay-Z decides to do a featuring with Punjab MC, he's looking for international audience.
Wow.
He knows that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's think about it like that. So where the Napster Freshman come from is from the fact that I felt like one thing that we lack in this Cameroonian music industry, and I say, begin and not get knowledge of music business.
Yeah.
See, in country, you say musician that they win. Now, because they don't really understand the structure, they get an ecosystem, then there is business running in between. So when you enter inside, you enter to somewhere there inside the business and they put you in throughout the business. So when you enter inside, you see and say, they for Kulwa for business. Why, again, comes back to that point where I tell you, say, we don't have enough music executives, ARs, PRs, managers, people then for encadre artists that we don't get enough of those people. So the fact we don't get enough of those people, artists come into the game as businessman, manager, PR, AR, all of that on your own. And 80% of this industry and artists there. The other 20% I put work back. When one artist has to have at least 3 people around him as a team. So it means it's supposed to be 1:3 as far as artists to people working in the background. That means it's supposed to be 25% artists and 75% of people working around artists to build an industry, right? But we have 80-20 for the industry level. So I feel like if we have that problem, we might not be able to find a solution. And also we'll find out how we build people who are working around the industry, because it takes experience, it takes dedication, it takes time, it takes patience. Because when you know say you work for the industry and you're not going to be a star, your motivation is not the same like person where you know say I can't win, I want to be star, I want you are like me, I sacrifice my career for this other person. You get either the person motivates you or your knowledge of the business motivates something that must really motivate you. So I feel like that one a longer process. The way to be the easier process, and I say, may we see as where every young artist that is coming out today understands music business. I'm trying to feel, because like I tell you, this whole project comes up from the difference between me and some people. You understand? People that they were their own thing. I say, if you feel a problem, they will come on internet and talk about it. Me, I like to look for a solution to it. You understand? So I thought, So I feel say more reasons than where artists they don't get to the point where they get to. First of all, they're not educated about music business. Do you understand? And it is very, it's a shame that nobody even thinks that that's a problem. And why do no man know it check and say a problem? And because people do not understand, say music, not business. You understand how I talk? This I don't talk until I can't come and say, yo, this is not the only country I don't say and say artists they're ready for chop fame flop. You understand? Because no man not really kind to the agenda for make money. If you go, sorry, I'm going to say this as an example, Nigeria Portable. Just a sample, I want you to somebody who is Portable. If you see the way Portable, the reason and how he work around, he do the thing the way they do, and how he can buy a G-Wagon and stuff in a short time that he just came up and stuff. And because that man for the back of the head.
I'm telling you, I watched that guy interview. I was like, whoa.
He's smart. He's very smart. No, not at all. He did like me. And so I think that crazy. No, you get sense. You get bad sense. He's very, very realistic. He's street smart and he's very realistic, and he can apply the things that he's talking about to any other situation, and he works for everybody. So I think about that. And as a few things that I learned, just think about that. That man, when I check and say the Chris, he has a brighter business mind than 90% of Cameroonian top artists. Facts. Understanding of the business past them. A lot of people don't come towards me and tell me like, oh, I want to invest in the industry and everything. Like I was telling you, like, like, okay, cool. But we know how they work now. Yes, you have small money, you're excited. One land first bill, they give you the money, you come Cameroon, you knock 10 colo, take artists, put it for house, take care of it, buy clothes, carry go club, make a made like star, 6 months pass. You wait second bill, never come. Artists to the wait, say may put it for studio, never come. 1 year pass, house rent expire, when I start fight. You talk say 1 year, you never do nothing for me. Man, talk say I don't spend 10 million on top of your head, you never produce or nothing. Because these artists they find fathers. They're looking for producers. You carry an artist today, they forget about how this and this. So every day. Before you want to meet up. Yeah. Put money inside production. Because that production, that music can get you a house, but that house not to get you music. So you will get to think about that. Why artists enter the for that kind of cast now? Because they never understand the business of it. I realize that plenty artists don't understand relationship between artist and manager. Plenty artists they never yet understand the relationship between what a PR is, publishing is, copyrights. You understand to at the top. Which are the real money day. You get what I'm saying? Plenty artists don't know nothing about that. Do you know how many Cameroon artists that are just being registered now where they get an IPI number just of recent? How many Cameroon artists they don't belong to a collective society? Do you understand how I talk? But they don't understand because Cameroonian things is very limited. Even your manager go they find that only show for you. But shows not where you get money because they show them felt no day. So what I thought was that the most important thing is let's educate kids on the music business. You understand? Let us be able to find picking a way they get enough talent. There are a lot of talented people in Cameroon who I believe are way more talented than the people who have been able to showcase as our greatest artists. You understand? And that's what has limited Cameroonian music from going to where it has to go to. Because we have always tried for a long time to impose local content on an international audience. And the more we fail, the more we think we're not progressing. But no, we're just not strategizing right. I believe, say, if we want to make music for a worldwide audience, it's a different state of mind and different direction what we get for the taker. So that's why I try to come in artistic direction. I try to give those kids artistic direction. First of all, it's starting, I say 8 months ago, I started looking around who are the hottest young Cameroonian artists in this country. Not upcoming, because I don't use that word. You're an artist as soon as you understand that you're an artist, nothing like upcoming, all right? These are artists who have a following, who have a fan base, who have great music, and who have potential. I scooped a list of about 80 people down to 10. And finally, I think I came up with what I want to call the super squad, like the indomitable lions of Cameroonian music industry. You know, I think these are the kids the way that talent they unquestionable, close to none. Now, beginning in this way, they have a vision. And at beginning this way, we give them master classes, over 5 different master classes from music business, production, publishing, relationship between artist and manager, artistic direction, and also on music production. You know, after we educate this beginning, we were in there in that house, as you can see. We also recorded an album. But the cool thing about this album, I always believe, say, talent are one thing. Till where man know me, and say Sabi. Sabi na a different thing. Sabi na attitude. Sabi na swag. Sabi na packaging. You understand how I talk? I mean, so every day you get your thing where you know your music, everything, but you don't know how to present your music or where it go ginger people. You understand how they talk? And I can't say we need to get into artists because most artists them out of the whole world, from America to everywhere in the world, they get artistic directors, they get person who talks to your hair, so arrange and so now so your look, this is your appeal, who's your this, you understand how I talk? The music where you talk and you talk and for these kind of people them. You understand? Like basically I believe say if we can change the state of mind of artists, they can be able to make music for an international audience. If I have that vision, I feel be able to implement them on them, gather this speaking them because we took them to Yaoundé, put them in a guest house. Like we took the whole building, the 4 different apartments. Everybody was there. We brought a cook, we brought a video crew, we brought a camera crew, and then we had all these other, assistants and people also coming to give them master classes. Then you understand. So we have them all for there. We did master classes there, and we brought 2 studios into the building. We recorded the whole album, and I also did a documentary. And see where they for the screen now. Like it's like a first teaser for the documentary, so you can get to see this artist. I really want to make everybody remember this because I think that what I don't do is I don't select a group of young Cameroonian talented artists who are the future of urban music, not just in Cameroon, but of African urban music. I don't believe, say, I don't educate them, give them the sense where they need them, but be able to take over the world. You understand? And I also believe I want to put them in a position where we can be able to expose them to the world so that we can be able to export our own music. And don't get it twisted. This is music for local consumption, but these are artists for international exploitation. And if you never understand the business, so people are going to be already done go left and right, left and right. You understand? These artists, we are grooming them for international sales. And I work with some of them who have signed to record labels and stuff. We're trying to make sure that we are in alignment with the artistic direction and their plans and stuff like that. I've not signed any of these artists. I want you to understand that.
He don't
I'm not
start
signing
talking
any
my
of the
English.
artists. I
He
just
don't
have,
start talking my
yeah.
English again. No, he don't forget
I
who we
never
are.
signed none of the artists them. Sorry, I never signed none of the artists them. I want them to understand that. See, that's an actual people they need to understand. You see, like pitching is not really like pitching now. If I start to pitch it,
Yeah.
anytime I want, I really say pitching now. Some very like it's like okay, let's go pitching. But now I need to listen
No,
faster, bro. Like I would break and dance
continue.
sometime, I know,
Continue.
but I'm not
I
really a
just
pigeon
wanted
man.
to make a joke.
Yes, I know, but I
Yeah.
would break and dance. But I know I got to respect your terms, bro. And a pigeon show,
Mm-hmm.
we'll talk of pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you understand? So yeah, so basically, I believe the artists there are 10 of them. You don't see them out there. There is Loic for mad
Mm-hmm.
talent, crazy kid. I believe in him very badly. We've been working close together all the time. There's Fido. Fido you know,
Mm-hmm.
had the future, basically. He got an EP where just came out now. When I go check him out, he's mad, confident, talented young man. There's Audrey Fobin, that's my daughter. Like I fell in love with her voice and her attitude, her lifestyle, her music, and I believe say Audrey now OJ is some everybody will get to discover OJ Forbin. Remember that name? You know, OG
Mm-hmm.
Scott, you know what I'm saying? You get a personality, a very huge personality, a great
Mm-hmm.
person, amazing musician. He get a style of his that's super, it's like an opera urban voice, and he's just an amazing guy. Ego and Prido, you know, baby. At
Mm-hmm.
beginning and die, you already know to it was who already know me, you know, like my relationship I had with Fish, like Fish was Manjaka and Manjaka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that was my kid. Like I brought Fish, the daughter was staying with me, like my picking her. So
Mm-hmm.
I was very much I'd be there inside Fishy Career, the building and the making of Fishy Career, you know, and on a personal level also. So they picking her remind me of Fish, so I take personal interest in them, you understand? And we see how we feel working out with them. You have Bisenda, where I believe the whole world needs to get to discover who Bisenda is. Bisenda is an amazing, talented, beautiful girl with a great voice, swag, and sabi for days. Like Bisenda is amazing. You understand? I mean, say the kind of music where Bisenadi create, like when you listen to what she does amongst people, how her voice, how she makes it look so easy, but you all need to, when I need to check out Bisenda that. You got Lil Zambes also, when I some guy where they call it Manu Bulu, because he rap for Bulu and he sing for Bulu.
Mm-hmm.
We have a touch of everything, obviously, from the south of Cameroon. And we also get Annie Dreads. Annie Dreads is a great artist, like amazing. I mean, you all have to when I go discover it. And
Mm-hmm.
Verse was one artist where I know about Verse. Like I heard a lot about Verse. It was telling me everybody was telling me about Verse, my friends and stuff. And I was like, okay. And luckily enough, when I got to Yaoundé, another person told me like he was there and he be there Yaoundé also. So I was like, may just join the program. So Verse was actually the last person to come up on the program, but he
Mm-hmm.
was like. I'm very glad that I got to meet that kid and so we work together because that kid is amazing. I swear. Me,
Mo,
I chop flop, bro. I be one thing like we talked a bit earlier. I wanted
yeah.
to like give you maybe hear some of those songs like exclusive, you feel me?
At
You're
the end of the
ginger
day,
like me, you know that's how my skin the hot,
mhm.
bro. See, I'm telling this straight up, bro. Like this is the best album that's gonna come out of Cameroon. There's nothing like this. The music level standards for the world. They're not ready for it. You understand? So I thought picking and bend that back, make music with a sense of direction to win a Grammy. It picking and kept it 100. They had Nabil for real. They had Puzzle. They had a good state of mind. They had a great environment. And I think
Mhm.
that's what you have to do for artists. Just put them under the right circumstances, give them the right condition, the right coaching, the right artistic direction. You understand? Okay, please. I need Jacka and you'll see to bring her. I die. I tell you, I die. Don't wait. When I never read. Oh man, I want to all man when I go buy pullover. Because when I buy pullover, better for you. Because when people start saying that ghost pimples, go catch you. Oh man, need pullover. Oh
But
man.
introduce at least made a listen to one of the picking the word we talk
Baby,
about and
baby,
then
baby, baby. Yeah, you should play all these kids, man.
Baby, say,
I'm okay. Hey, baby, dance here. I'm okay. I'm okay.
baby dance here, baby dance here,
I'm okay.
baby dance here. Baby, baby, make a hold on. I carry Simonga like Undertaker. Missionary,
Hey,
don't be a freseca. The body shake for my head like a baker. Hey, baby from
this is
Cololo,
a
X,
thank you,
my
please,
bono,
man.
not jumping for bolo. E at 7 of bono. This one, all on X Malaya, Kono, maybe Chris, so they eat hala chocolo. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, hey, baby.
boss.
Yeah.
You don't already talk about the project, wonderful project. How you think say our community come in for make sure say this be a success? Because it's not just about you, it's not just about the artists. If our community continue in in that way, okay, if not about me, I know how you think our community need for coming for make sure say this project be successful.
I think, say first of all, people get to start understand, say coming into support this industry is not be place for condo atalaku. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? And I
Mm-hmm.
believe say a lot of people they actually get that right, you know. But I feel say a lot of people they want support, they support based on some personal, emotional stuff. Most of
Mm-hmm.
look things from a realistic point, you know. Some people they know supporting what they do because maybe they don't know me or know what I'm about, or you understand and say, oh, I don't agree with people that they agree with. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Some people they were they go support in a way can't to that face. Do you get what I'm saying? But for me,
Mm-hmm.
what I think I say, see, if I've been able to sit down, this is me. I've spent my money alone. I spent all these millions on creating all of this. I don't have one partner. I tell you last time, say this kind of situation. I know not me. I get to do as an individual. I think this
Yeah.
thing I think other government get to do. One of these major companies that we spend money on, even the company where we pay them now. So for me, for be able to go on live on internet, you understand? And these people they get for do this. You get like I get for carry
Yeah.
these kids and then groom them and all of that. So for me, if I be as an individual, as I say no matter what you do, and that comes back to answer that question when you say, wait till motivate me. If you look
Mm-hmm.
left, look right, and you know this industry get for grow, and you see and say nobody, no day, you understand for do the thing and way me I fit do them, then you'll check and again say, okay, like it's my responsibility. So this support thing, I really believe that at a certain point in time, this project what I do right now, this artist
Mm-hmm.
I told you, I'm not signed to none of these artists. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
trying to put this artist out in a
Mm-hmm.
position where diaspora, because this is the whole idea. We talked about the importance of the diaspora towards the Cameroonian music industry, right? The diaspora they need to
Yes.
invest money into the industry, but most of the time when in diaspora they come, they meet the wrong people, have the wrong business deals, have bad experiences, and they run. They the wrong go. You understand how I talk? Sometimes put them there diaspora where they won't really support the industry, but then they don't know how to put it or where to put it or which artists actually are ready, where they get the kind of structure where they fit come into and be able to, work with them. And that's where the problem comes sometimes. Most of the people in diaspora too, I talked about education, are not educated about the music business. So you get an artist that don't understand music business and somebody will not understand music business, they get money. So one man no understand the business, he get money. Another man no understand the business, but he get talent, and two of them they can't do business. That will never ever work. So I believe, say at this point in time, I have put out 10 artists that I want to showcase. I did showcase them from the documentary. I did showcase them on the magazine because the project is going to come out. Three things come out of the project. The album is called Purity. The album is called Purity. The documentary is also called Purity. It's over 10 episodes, 26 minutes each. And there's a digital magazine that's also coming out. So with all these three different platforms, we can be able to showcase this artist to the world. And it's also for diaspora. It's also for investors. These are young potential Cameroonian artists. Let us invest into them, and I bet you we will have international acts. This is not magic. If you want the thing about the cry and say, oh, one time we need them, well, this is how it starts. If you look at any of these 10 artists, and I can assure you, these artists are they have gone through all the tests that I've put them through, even energy, respect, and humility tests, they've passed it. That's why
Mm-hmm.
there were 15 people. There were 4 people that didn't pass my respect, humility, and energy test. I felt they had bad energy. They were not respectful, and I scrapped them. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to do all the groundwork. Who wants to invest in artists? Who wants to invest in the music industry? Even if you don't have as much knowledge of the industry as you're supposed to for investing them, no problem. This artist already got a bunch of it. We also there here for guide you guys through making the right deals, investing the right money, and making sure that you have a return of your own investment, and that artist can be able to grow. Show you directions which can take the artist and stuff. So at this point in time, team where I don't do and I say I'll put the artist on the limelight, and I'm calling up on anybody where if you say they support the industry. If you really want to do something that's really big and not support mediocrity, I think it's time for you to take a step. Basically, that's basically what I'm saying. That's why I didn't sign. I don't sign none of the artists,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not signed to me. Yeah, some of them are
Mm-hmm.
already signed, have record deals, obviously, but a bunch of them do not have record deals, and we don't just accept any record deal. I'm trying to talk to who is trying to do that. Like, what do you know? What is your goal? What's your ambition for them? Okay, this is our own direction for the artist. Can you're fit? If you're
Mm-hmm.
fit, come on, boy. You know, fit. Next, you understand how I talk with
Yeah. Yeah.
respectfully. But we don't want to play with this. We get gold for here now. Who's going to carry out gold and export it properly? That's it. For me, I they on ground. I they dig the gold them. I they clean them. I they arrange them. I put them for market. When I can't collect that.
Wow. Una can collect them. Boss Nabil. By the way, ma play this song and then I'll ask you my next question. I beg.
Okay, let's go.
If you be Muna for Tete, Muna for Songo, Muna for Sarah, Muna for Shisho. You be Muna for Tete, Muna for Songo, Muna for Sarah, Muna for Shisho.
I said the Tory be the same,
The story,
the Tory be the
I said the
same.
story there, story did the same. You heard me?
Why we Muna for Tete, Muna for Songo, Muna for
You already know.
Sarah, Muna the Tory did the
Story
same.
did the same. You
Once
understand?
in a
Story
while, we
did the
never
same.
come together as a community and do what we have to do.
Absolutely.
So many people, especially me, I don't listen to Gasha for a very long time. What do you
Right.
think is happening with Gasha? We want to see her up there. We want to see her represent us.
Mm, I would say for me, one of the
Mhm.
reasons why I did this Napster freshman also,
Yeah.
because I believe these artists and why I don't try to bring them up to the limelight. That kind Gasha kind artists, and these are super talented, dope artists, but people don't know if you really understand them because Cameroon gatekeepers of music don't give don't make music mediocre so that our audience don't turn into mediocre. You understand?
Mhm.
If anybody know what good music is and anything, you know, say Gasha was supposed to. Gasha is the foundation of that. You understand? So I talk, but
Mhm.
people have. I say again, very big award show for the country. Gasha be there present. Loco was present. Salache was present. They honor Nyangon of the suit. Honor him in front of
Mhm.
those artists. When you do stuff like that, it just shows the level of mediocrity in this country does not permit talented artists to excel, and that's the
Wow.
problem.
Wow.
So, mine like Gasha, I believe like Cameroon is not ready for her. We know what's up now, no, but we like noise.
Mhm.
What's our question? I said, what's about lifestyle for the country? Fish, bar, beer. You
Beer.
don't want to listen to Gasha and fish, bar, and beer.
But if
You
it's
want to
bad
listen to
beer
noise,
and
the car keeper, the poor keeper, that khaki Nepal new pa. You understand what I'm saying for real? Because you ask me, for instance, I always say this over and over. Cosina, some very talented artists. I've known his stuff from Spin Boys. You get that? I can't remember like Spin
Mhm.
Boys. That's what was popping. I understood say it was outstanding. I took him
Mhm.
on my show 2017, 2016. So yeah, early 17,
Mhm.
before most of the stuff. I know he was going. I was bad talented. We don't talk one on one about so many things in the industry
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I know, I feel like Kosi was pressured by the Cameroonian mediocre audience to do this spaghetti and make it that big. To be
Mhm.
honest with you, because he has no problem. Like I mean, like if you don't do song that with Coco Ajante and stuff like that,
Mhm.
I haven't talked about the song and all that, yeah, all
Mhm.
that song. You know, I'm trying to tell you,
Mhm.
that's cool. I already fed those people. But if I say they hit it up, they demand that kind of thing, but they not even leave Kosi for express himself.
Mhm.
Coach, I can tell you, maybe you might deny, but me personally, what I think if I give artistic direction, because you don't even feel over comfortable with that anymore. Because you want
Mhm.
to do music for the world. Do you
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah,
Mhm.
he want to do music for the world. The nigga, he get them. He get them. If he do music where the whole world down, but he had to succumb to the pressure of Cameroonian mediocrity to
Mhm.
stick to this thing. You understand? And some people like Gasha, she's real and true to her art.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not going to make Gasha
Yep.
do this spaghetti or do the porekeeper or no, she's not going to do that. And I respect that. And I just feel like Gasha was too came before, like she's too early for her time, and she's going to be remembered more longer than most people who are still shining today. Because some kind of music and the way when you do them and kind of bars, the way you set them, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You build a legacy that will last longer than people who trend to go up and come down.
Boss, we don't see you music as an artist. We don't see you as a media personality. We don't see you as an actor. Uh, uh, how you think? No, man, put that question that way. Man, put and say, do you think there is enough collaboration between these different spheres and for the industry?
No, not really. I'm not sure. I'm not really. I'm not sure. Say there's enough. Like, no, I think I really believe say much more can be done. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. I really know Fit really over talks so much about general stuff because I really not really part of
Yeah.
the over general stuff. I mean, like something that really happened where I'm not there aware of. You understand? Till I talk. So I'm
Yeah.
sure people will collaborate, but from my own perspective, no. It's a lot more if it be done. You understand? Like when I came in 2016, I do some movie called TIA. It
Yeah.
never came out. But TIA, the movie, I got everybody on that movie. I got Cindy, I got Epula Jeffrey, I get Askia, I get Salatiel, I got like all these artists, them Gordon, a bunch of musicians, them, and a bunch of actors, and I put them all together in a short movie. You understand? And then of course got a soundtrack for it, which was led by the song TIA that I produced by Pazzo and performed by me and Pazzo. You understand? So um, I believe say a lot more of those things could be done. You know, I'd like to see more Cameroonian movies now, especially where they do a lot of urban movies. You know, designate somebody, a known producer like say Salatel, like yo, produce the soundtrack for this movie. You understand? So I think that also helps to push things. I want us to grow. There's a lot of possibilities for Tina to do, but we're still virgin. You know, Tina and Day for do. There's a lot of stuff to be done.
Some Peking don't beg say one Ulysses song. Mugi, mu granty that bro.
The question is it going to be ready for it? Because I'm brutally honest, and sometimes the things that I say might discourage you. And if it discourages you, it means music not be for you. As soon as it discourages you, so if you just feel discouraged, just go school. But if it actually encourage you, then go work harder.
Okay. See.
Let's hear it.
Damn, I'll go for final inside comment section.
Because the thing I spend a lot of people know, like, man, every day I listen to at least 10 songs, new songs, every single day of my life. With God creator. I don't know the last time where I be like every day people hitting me up every day, like, yo, listen to my song. So I spend a lot of time listening to people's songs.
If I get for find that song, it'll take me
long. May post that again now.
I'll give my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp na 214. My comment my WhatsApp. Me send for me for the email address 214-779-1606. Boss, you are actual one you be one of that media personality the way it transformed the milieu we enjoy and today. Are you contented with what our media nowadays what they do for actually get us to the next level? Because now the two wanna be doing for media and I bring me for Saudi. Are you contented with what our media nowadays is doing to get us to the next level?
No. Okay. I believe, to be honest with you, for me, this is what I believe. I believe people that where you know me, what my stands are about skin and imitation. Skin are thing where lazy people they tell hustlers and to make them feel bad. You understand? Try to talk. Nigerian man they say follow body not be bad thing. You understand? Try to talk. Yeah, anybody we don't grow for the world, take person follow body or join person body. You know, skin is a very important aspect, and I think that anybody we don't ever look at stuff that I've done and be able to take something we go profity, will not take the other part of it to disturb me. Yeah, because no take on this way, right? I already talk on. There are same people that do certain things, that's fine for them. But they should understand to how that thing will go. Do you understand? There's some blog that they decide say they won't be negative. Like they base off controversy. And I assure you, any blog where they I've been around 2 decades, so I can tell you this one for 100%. 7 years, the maximum time that will reign. 7. And Cameroon already say, show me blog where don't be controversial, so we don't last 7 years. You know, I dare anybody, you know, it's either lost its momentum or it doesn't exist or it's not relevant anymore. Yeah. So you decide say you want to spend that time destroy people's stuff to boost your own. I don't accept it. There's so many things to where I don't personally understand. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, say plenty blog and they for Cameroon where now they play game. I see a man. I just sit down quiet. They play some kind of game. You understand? Some kind of game where they want to act like say they deal with people where they not deal with people. Do you understand? Yeah. Block the way you tell and say, bro, see the thing and what would you do, man? Push the thing. All we be colleague, all we inside industry, push the thing. You know, ever push her. Something positive. It no concern me. Do you understand? How many blogs don't talk about this Napster freshman question? The question about it, I say, how many of those blogs never get a platform on my platform? All of them. Make one blog that has been relevant for the past 5 years, 6 years. Tell me that in the past, throughout my show, you are not either invited to speak on your blog, you are not either content from your blog has not been shared with me. You understand how they talk? Or say, I never promote you in a way. It don't exist. You understand what I'm saying? But you'll see that same blog there. When you say, when I do something reasonable, none of them ever post that. They wait when That one I see
They,
why man go talk some bullshit and after the goes and go to the post and for make a man look bad. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's the fact about it. Then act like you're me or like you're my friend. Do you get what I'm saying? And the thing about it, I say, when I look at it, because to be honest with you, you reach a level where people spend, I'm spending real money. I'm
Yeah.
taking real time doing this thing I'm doing on a real level. It's not for internet, not for clouds. And if I began to talk about the stuff where I did do and the investments I'm making or what I'm doing on the internet, like if I put it on the internet, you can't discredit me, but I'm not even putting it on the internet. Do you understand? So be very careful. I'm sending to you to promote it. I know can't tell parents I do. I send you a product already, like, yo, let's push this thing. Why? The same way I tell you, like, yo, see all these jackalem, the people are saying that you. More put out there, make people that know say this and this is what people they do. And I tell musician and did. How many people they know Lewison for? How many people they know that I know? But they know all that stupid music everywhere in Europe. I think that somebody doing anything but 80-20. Come on, man. When I know all the nonsense for America and Europe, when I know all that bull crap where they play for you, when I know the real thing that happened where no, just when I don't know say Gasha is good music.
Yeah. Gasha is super
I'm not
good
when they
music.
actually promoter.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Blogs, media. When I don't know say Gasha are good music, like I keep saying this now, we kill Gasha. Stop that nonsense. Now we decide to promote bullshit and stop promoting real shit. That thing should stop. I mean, all man so pretend I say you are somebody's friend. Not ready. Forget. I talk and I move myself for there because I've been promoting real shit. Anybody can challenge me anytime. See, most I thought the bull crap. The same people they'll talk say, oh Gasha don't fall, Gasha don't fall. The same people the way Gasha release music every day, they never push them. Gasha has been Gasha in 2020, Gasha released more music than any other Cameroon urban artist. Go look up. 2020.
That's true.
2020. Who of this blog they talk about it? They wait. Make Gasha wear some clothes where Bobby wants show small. Oh man, use Gasha chase clouds. Now man don't catch the team where I want corner.
I beg, Baba, more listen that picky music.
Okay. Well, I put our full screen, man. I did it till they talk about.
Girl, forget all the things that them talking about me. It's alright. I did for you, baby. Make nobody tell you otherwise. I'm starstruck anytime I see you. Straight up, they say you no get leash, but I no care, cause you be my gun. My chef, the only girl I chop from. If I die today, I still got to love you, die. Yeah. Love you. If you
Mama
never next time,
me.
baby, I go love you, die. Yeah. Wow. Say nobody don't know the things where my love don't pass through. If you need my next time, baby, I go love you, die. Yeah. Wow. Would you love me the same way that I love you, my baby?
Hi, Papa God, hello me.
Chop. What's his name? Energy.
The beginning of Bobo, you say Bobo official 227. Wow.
May write your name or not your name?
Name that I don't paste and so na Facebook that.
No, not be named that. That is Facebook name. What to be named? Artist name.
Yeah, the artist you play that music, I beg, write your name, your damn. And the first time I did, Papa, no, you first talk, Master Man, no rush.
I did, bro, like, welcome, Happy New Year. Hello, welcome. The day so suck. Why if I spend million and carry picking and put them outside? Because the day so suck. When I hear now, poor keeper for the country. The day so suck. I pick it like 4 years ago. I thought, wow, but now I know, say, bro, the day suck. You understand? I like what he's doing. He understands the level in which music is going to on an international background now. Just want to see more originality. A lot of people don't understand this, but I keep saying, like, people make people think that I'm about foreign stuff. No, I'm about originality.
Yeah.
And the foreign stuff that people think I'm about just because I think that originality is international enough to be exported. You understand? You have to make it internationally appealing, but local. So global is the word. Local content for a global audience.
Wow.
Yeah. So Pelika, you chop like he's doing good, but I hear the sound. It's almost like a cover of the song that we both like. We know what we're talking about. But I want to see more original. The initiative is nice. That's a great thing. People need artistic direction, 100%. So yeah, I like that. I really like that. I like to see, and like I tell most people, okay, I can hear a song one time, that's fine. But you need to come up to you need to be up on I need to see you around, and I can take you from there. I know if you really take artists them from scratch right now. Like, okay, I got this. I did work with artists where they hustle 100%. That's what you have to understand. All the artists that where they come for the Napster freshmen, all of those Napster freshmen are all artists who they don't hustle their way to my attention. You understand what I thought? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm not I know you doubt talent in Cameroon. What I doubt is the entourage to take that talent from here to there.
Wow.
What I define now, people I look for to contact me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you guys should even wait to your songs. The people I want to make it tell me say I did a
Mm-hmm.
grant. I
Yeah.
put it, say I be manager, I be
Mm-hmm.
PR, I can do administrative stuff for this industry. I can,
Mm-hmm.
you understand what I'm saying? That kind of people I define now. I want to understand how to manage an artist. I want to understand how to be an AR. I want to understand how to be a PR. I want to understand this, what I need as behind the scenes. You understand what I'm saying? How I feel be of assistant to push this person in career. Now human being never define enough.
Wow. Boss,
Because even this all these artists the way they did for years, so they
yeah.
need a team around them. Do you
Yeah.
understand how I talk? They understand the business, they know what will happen, but they cannot do it alone. So wait, we need even much more a person who can sponsor and send the team around them. Even person can have money, so I want investor in them, but they cannot have a right manager, have a right AR, have a right team around them. You understand how I talk? That money will serve the purpose they go serve and will not explore the artist to the best of his potential.
Boss, some person they ask what can be done to take the industry to the next level. Man, we don't talk all kind of talk. We don't get all.
It
Boss,
depends. They're
don't
very
give.
open. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. I want us to talk more. Talk more specific. You understand? Because,
Yeah.
like I say again, difference between me and most people. I say I need to just talk something for air. Anything I talk about for air, and I tell you I don't ever either do I'm doing it or have
Yeah.
done it. You understand? So I talk or will do
Do
You understand? So I talk, and basically I live by example. So in most of the things, as what can I do? Just follow me or sit in the video. I can tell you again, me personally, I know what I've done to influence the media scene. I know what I've done to influence the online scene. I know what I've done to influence the music scene. I know what I don't do to influence the movie scene and the content production scene, branding scene. Like that's why I say everybody has a role to play. When I calm down, I feel give a lot. Like me, I've given a lot, to honest, and there's more to be given. So yeah.
Boss, you know DJ Freddie Mooks?
Yes, Baba.
Okay, I
If
want
you
you.
don't mind, get to know don't mind.
Yeah, now why do I just say okay? I want you to make sure see. Yeah,
Don't
and I beg you give me 1 second, man. Shout out the great people, the wonderful people. They with community builds are the way they did for yeah. Get DJ Saki, get my boss Junkeng Pro, Elango, you get my Sango, you get it. My boss next him is watching.
Shout out to you.
Mr. Bliss, we get Bala 2K and Adele Clarice.
Hey, what's up? Adele.
DJ Freddie Mooks.
Freddie Mooks.
I beg, I go for my next question. Cameroonian artists in the diaspora, for some time, we see so many of them. They were encouraged. They were not only trying to do music, they were trying to invest and all of that. And then for now, the number don't reduce drastically. What do you think say they need for no? Forget the
artists in the diaspora.
Yes.
This is going to hurt, but I know like now. You know, say me, you call me for airport to run a true talk now. On a whole heart. Yeah, stop that bull crap, stop that nonsense. What's diaspora? Nothing like a diaspora. I don't hear diaspora now. 2023, talk about diaspora. What's diaspora? How can you be an artist in the diaspora? Why are you limiting yourself to the person who got to open up for artists when they come to Africa? What do you mean by a diaspora artist? You're an artist, point blank period. You're international artist, bro. If you did diaspora and then you did for diaspora, and no one can come over, can't do your music, you're just opening art. That should not be professional anymore. Me no man really talk about diaspora artist, diaspora. Okay, your base are there. So what? Tell me, Simi lives in America. Adekule Go lives in America. Are they considered diaspora artists? Why would we limit ourselves to diaspora artists? What to be diaspora? Now, actually, make that just shit down for them. They the only one they do music for them. They open act them for that people. Them stop that bullshit. Come over here, career, be your career, bro. Diaspora now is it?
Wow.
That's why if you ask me, that's why I my myself a bush. That's why I say just person where they bush, you not get the people can't pay you and you make music for the point blank period. Man, nigga, move around. You know, what is diaspora?
Too fast, boss. You go too fast.
And they talk, what to be diaspora artist? Point blank period. Many time, what is a diaspora artist? How can you tell me that you're an artist in a world where people are living from Africa and taking over the world, and you are in the world and you are saying you are there playing African music for who? So if you decide that you want to limit yourself to artists where go the open for big artists where they grow for where they go, anybody where blow, where don't stay for abroad, where be considered the diaspora artist, can Africa can blow as an artist, point blank period. Who be diaspora artist where you know we don't blow? As the diaspora artist. Where to be diaspora artist?
What do you think so we learn from Libianca story?
No, they follow Cameroon, they the poor keeper, because Libyanka for the Cameroon, no man no for listen to you. Gasha get, I tell you this, Gasha get swag, Gasha's game tighter than Libyanka's game, 100%. I'll tell you that one. As far as I'm concerned, you can check it out. When Gasha, after Libyanka has been around for almost 1.5, 2 years, right? How many hits does she have? Check out Gasha's first 2 years. Look the thing he done. I'm not even like, once you should learn from Libyanka's sense, don't follow good people there. Do the way you believe in and do them to the depth of best of your ability. Till today, Libyanka never can Cameroon. I still think so. You come here, is how? Why? Get away come out Abakwa. Why if you never can Cameroon? Because now get nothing to offer to you. When I do it like when I do Gasha, when I abandon, if Libyanka was in Cameroon, I repeat again, no man, no for any place, not talk about winning headies. When I tell when I again say, and I think they can learn from Libyanka's story, and I say, if you be Anglophone artist, follow your path like Libyanka, go, you'll win over any other bull crap of place where they tell you, say, me go, please, a Francophone crowd, that's some bull crap. Because, and I told them, I said, there is a mediocrity in that world that if you decide to go there, you limit yourself, point blank, period. Because entertainment, Francophone entertainment is limited. I say this again. That is Fally Ipupa, nominated with Libyanka. They give now for this.
Libyanka.
They say in Africa, is in Nigeria, they don't understand. No, go America, be it when they put them there, they will put now Libyanka. You understand how I talk? Then imagine Cameroonian artists then. Like somebody's manager tell me the other day on TV how they want conquer, you take your artist, conquer Francophone place, you never even understand what happened for the world. You want to go to that, go and conquer a Francophone crowd. They now come back now and start doing Libyanka. When you want to conquer a Francophone crowd, look at bigger Francophone artists, I tell you, get limit. That's when they say, well, how are we useful in Africa as a bilingual country now? We fit do that thing and do this other one. As if we do Congolese thing and if we do Niger thing, but we also choose to be the best of both worlds or choose the bigger world and be the best in that world. That's all we get for Luca. You understand? If Libyanka were dead, pay now, so no man know for picky heights, no man know for knowing. You understand? This stupid blog the way they still promote it to today, they kiss the ass. If they are the Koshi like they coach Gasha. They want to make people they annoy them. I come back again to tell you that first way we talk to you 1 week Francophone Cafés. Francophone is under France. The biggest French artist of all time now. Maybe Booba. Arguably Booba. I'm talking about urban actor. And it made no kind of tell me dullness for the internet. Urban acts is arguably Booba. Booba has been living in Miami for the past 15 years. When was the last time you saw Booba being part of American pop culture? Never. He's living there for 15 years after being the biggest artist in France. He's not even part of the culture. Kids like Grandma and Libyanka and all of them that are in red carpets doing all kind of things on top shows. You don't understand what I'm saying? So why on earth would you tell me not to look at Nigeria and follow roadmap? Go to look Francophone and follow France. What are you talking about? Then some person can't tell me about 80-20 means look at that. You're just limiting your life. Limiting your life for nothing. Bro, it's what the competition is outside there, bro. Let's go out there and go get it. You understand?
Yeah. Ababa abemu listen to music again, masa. Maskin, they make me some kind.
I challenge you, play any Gasha song, I know the lyrics. I'm not sure that Gasha song, I don't know the lyrics. I want to enjoy Bikusina, because see that for enjoy.
Some go say now you my heart define now. Hey, there you my heart define now.
When you go back, they go say now you the great.
Now you my heart define now, but they don't no. What? Hey, when I tell you, say now you. Well, Papa God, Cameroonians, let's wake up and support what
the thing that people who have a voice are supposed to be talking about, they're not really talking about it, and that's a disappointing part of all of this, to be honest with you. Yeah. Like, you get a question again,
Papa, see, je suis déjà dépassé. I don't start talking.
I think I ask you a question. You know something about work now?
No, no, yeah, operation was your opinion was on place you go tight. Baba, what is the way forward? No. Ma ask you first this question first. Beside the an after freshman, what are other things you're
Yeah,
doing?
I'm good. I just like to put it like on people, like like for me right now, I'm just building the industry, building the
Okay. Mm-hmm.
community building. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I think
Yeah.
in this show. But
Mm-hmm.
apart from that, there is a series, like a short mini series that I'm going to release very soon, and introduce you guys to an amazing comedy act that I can't wait to introduce the world to. Anna
Mm-hmm.
Podwala.
Okay.
I need to wait. Catch Anna Podwala. Anna Podwala is going to be like the next great sensation as far as comedy skits is concerned. We're
Mm-hmm.
coming really strong with her. We're going to present you guys to, we're going to present her to the world really soon. You know, first skits that she's done is ready. We're going to be dropping it maybe next week. You're going to get some information from that.
Mm-hmm.
Quest on Girl, which is one of the shows that Napstar produces, is going to be dropping season 2 really very soon, also
Mm-hmm.
sometime by the end of this month. Of course, you have this Napstar projects, like a bunch of it, and movies though. Like there's a lot of things that are popping up in movies right now. I can't really tell you much of it, but I'm working on movie projects. With my very dear friend Cindy and a bunch of other people. So, yeah.
Baba, you get time for even sleep so.
No, actually, I don't sleep. Now. I don't sleep when I did America too. I work with now, so like my morning are dedicated to American time. Like I'm on 2 times. You understand? I'm on 2 times. I get American time. I get to come to everybody from the states and everything because I'm also editing the Napstar magazine. You see, on that. So
Yeah.
the Napstar magazine, my editor is Tino Foy. Shout Tino Foy.
Mm-hmm.
Is in the states, so we get to work like hours. Like again, you know what I'm saying?
I think that
And
the next that the person that will give you for to read the next so Tino
yeah, he
for
needs to come
another
through. That
one.
dude is real. It's very, very real. It's a
Yeah.
real one. I
Yeah.
mess with Tino is one of the realest dudes. Of course, I'll hook you up. He needs to be there. He's in America, so if you can
I
see.
know. That one will probably need it for studio. He's do guys go follow him. I'll
Yeah,
before the end
Tino
of the
for
show, I'll make sure to pin
yeah, do that.
something.
And plus, and I want to give a big shout out to his brand, to his clothing brand. It's really dope what he's doing
Yeah,
with his clothing brand. Tino is an
yeah,
amazing guy, man. Yeah,
yeah,
I like to link up with great minds. You understand?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I see all the people that I see around me. I just have great minds around me. That's what people know. If you
Mhm.
understand, you can't mess with me. Like I don't mix my energy up. I don't have some kind of, especially now. At first, I just everywhere. Now I'm. And so again, anybody you see me with, anybody I miss with, that's something everybody should learn. Like the people
Mhm.
around you determine who you are. Witchcraft to not be mystery. Witchcraft and negative energy around you, point blank period. Like
Yeah.
witchcraft not be mystery. That people that they're there around people the way they drain them. You understand how I talk? Like this person is toxic, is draining, and your life not ever progress around those kind of people. You need to be able to be aware of that. Second is the kind of people that they will motivate you to do better. Because when you sit down with them, you all only get to talk about productive things. You understand? So me, first of all, I'm attracted to smart people. So I have smart
Yeah.
people around me. I'm sapiosexual even. So
Mhm.
I'm attracted to people where they get something to offer. And that's why you see, like I'll spend a lot of my time, like Cindy's that's my person. Like I spend a lot of time with her, like,
Mhm.
work with her and all kind of stuff. Like, cause that's that's brain, that's direction. That's like, what I'm saying? Like she knows what she's doing, she knows where she's going, and we kind of like understand each other very perfectly. I really just roll with her. Like I'll be like, let's do this. I should be like, yeah, that kind of person I like her. You know, sometimes I talk, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, let's go, let's do this. Like, we know what we're here for, and everybody's working very hard, and she's the winner. So I like that.
But smooth play the one again, and then before people they kill me say, how I know one play this song.
I go tell your
Yeah, my brother.
I'm gonna
I
tell
go
your
tell your friend that
I go
I
take you
go take you for court.
and I go
I
show
go
you
tell you I can better.
I
I'll
go
go
I
arrest
arrest
go
you
you
let
like
like
you
a
like a
lady.
better.
Kaki
Catch
baby,
you
baby.
better. Yeah.
I
I'm
go
I'm
arrest
arrest you
you
like
like
a
a
mere
bitty
mere
bitty.
mere mere
better.
mere mere.
Ooh.
Uh so
I
man
can
don't
tell you a story about this song.
boss, I beg my job correct some person first before he go. He said to read in a pigeon program. To read in a pigeon program. To read it now who will you be as let me say an anglophone or Cameroonian. You can speak pidgin, you can speak French, you can speak country talk, you can talk, and you want sound like Anyhow, because nowadays America, it's normal for me for sound like American and all. So this all this old Toridian, I know Toridian be pidgin program, but I dey mostly talk me pidgin because I be comfortable for the any other person who come here for French, but what I'm born used to come here be comfortable for French, now French you go talk. When you go come here, be comfortable for country talk. My brother talk country talk. No take to read the tie and two, and then you want to ask me say how the man know. Any person get right for expect
The
the
accent side, they talk English now. Now so they you know, yeah, they
yeah,
talk what they talk. They want the accent side, they talk English, they talk Pidgin. Like they your partner teach you the two languages. But I'm gonna move on. Now you get time for the people there. Bro, I'm not into fans. I'm into people who are changing the industry, man. People who no
Baba,
get sense.
you were
Shift.
going to say
I'm
something
sorry.
about the Kakimbere song.
Yeah. Kakiberry is how I got to know Gasha, to be honest with you. So I shot a
Mhm.
video for what was that? It was Kwasi Abraha. That was the video that I shot. I
Mhm.
was in Belgium back in the day, and I got Fingon Tralala to come and play a role in my movie, right? In the song, it's in the video, it's in the music video.
Mhm.
And after I got the first cut of the video, it had the same format with Kakimbere.
Uh-huh.
You see the place where the books come up and comes out. Like I had that
Yeah.
part of it. And yeah, it was like I think it was like a template for one of those video stuff back in the day. So
Mhm.
so when I saw it, that's when I was like, man, who is this? And I started calling Cameroon. Like, what's that? And then I got a call from Bea. I was on Bea's show live. And then he was like, yo, so Nabil, are you following up what's happening in Cameroon? I was on radio live on there. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah. Please, someone should tell Gasha that she should cuff me, catch me, and cuff me anytime, any day, any place, like a kakim bere bere. And then he was like, "Oh, for real? Okay, I'm gonna call her right now." And then he tried to call her for me, talk to her on air, but I didn't get it. And after that, I got like she sent me a message, and that's how I got to know Gasha.
Wow.
I
Beautiful.
shot my shot online from Bush, like, phew.
Something the way our people need to pay attention. Pay attention, follow the right people. You will understand say almost all thing way we will come now, we try for do it now. People be don't do and since. The things the way people do why even cancer talk about and now. People be don't talk about and since. This is a song. If I remember very well, this song is 9 years old. But if you listen to what these guys, wait till they sing for this song, Gasha and
Yeah,
Magasco,
yeah, fire the burn.
were they predicting what was going to happen in our country, our beautiful country? Listen to
Yeah,
Gasha, burn fire.
fire the burn. Yeah, spiritual,
It's spiritual.
spiritual. Fire the freeze in the pot.
Waspita
Spiritual,
Mother the for
for
Bachia.
spiritual.
Una go wait to take tire.
Fire
water the freeze in the pot.
in the pot.
If you die, now you backfire.
Oh God.
We no supposed to pay water. But when the bill
See
come,
no, you guys,
This song, I remember when this song was being made up, Gasha was so excited. Like she called me, she described how she was going to dress and sit on that chair. And I played this song for because I have a bunch of Liberian friends in Europe. And the guys, they were like, damn, my man, I guys play me that song, my man. When I guess though, I guess say fire burning the pot and then ice is filling the pot. Damn, my man, you're Cameroonian Jewish battle. That's the Liberian man.
yeah.
Grace over Gasha. And that's I talk like it translate Gasha, it talk for this song, like different things. So I keep saying this, like, yeah, man, people don't understand life, man. We'll get to understand it and it will be better for all of us. But I think that Gasha, what Gasha is today to the industry, people should just respect it, respect her, and she's always gonna be there. She doesn't want to be anything else. I'll leave it for you. Sorry.
But what's the way forward?
Common sense,
Okay.
love,
Mm-hmm.
dedication, true
Mm-hmm.
passion, and the
Mm-hmm.
fact that we have to understand like drops make an ocean. It means it's everything that you want to do. Just do what you have to do. Like take whatever you decide, say you want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know that you are playing a role in the bigger picture and play that
Yeah.
role.
Wow. But thank you very much. Any question there or any topic David hopes will address and will never bring her up.
Just tell people to go support this project, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's real for me. I just want people to know like this NAFTA freshmen is out here. There are a bunch of 10 young, talented artists and people who are really interested in getting into the entertainment industry. That's what I've been able to create. And that's one reason why I'm also on this platform, because I know that there's a lot of people in the diaspora who who always wanted to invest for entertainment industry back here and stuff like that. And I put it out there, you understand? And Yeah, and the people that are out there, they know they don't know how to go about it. So many people don't even invest a lot of money inside this industry, and it didn't work out for them. They get bad
Mhm.
experiences. You get, and I think it's just based on not having the right connection, understanding, or the right artist, or even intermediary. You understand? Person will go there in between you and them. You understand to make sure
Mhm.
certain work out right. Yeah, so basically things are going to change. After 18 months, we'll release the next freshman. Won't take 18 months. We'll make sure so we settle the one and down. We send them
Mhm.
out. You know what I'm saying? We work with them, make sure so they get the right team around them, the right producers around them, and then put them on a path. And then now we can go back now after 18 months. Now go look for the next ones and start developing it. But we're going to be the number one, like football now, bro. When you see people they get talent, you bring them out, you put them, let the world come, let clubs come and pick them up. Because all eye they day on Africa right now as we speak. Africa
Very true.
Afrobeat is the biggest genre in the world. So
Very
let's
true.
not limit ourselves from it. You understand? We have to
Yeah.
be part of that story. Me, I be that kind of man. So let's do that.
Boss, I beg more listen this song and I'll ask you my last question and then we'll move on.
Okay.
Man don't try, man don't push up, man don't fight. Man don't try, man don't break the rules, if you know what I mean. Them say, make I go to school, say Biggie book could be Biggie man, and Biggie man could ride Biggie car someday. Them say, make I go to school, say Biggie book could be Biggie man, and Biggie man could ride Biggie car someday. Yeah.
So actually, Nabala to K that you can go check the song out. But my question our artists, especially the A-list artists, our influencers and all of them, do you think they're using their voice enough to influence things positively for our community? So
Who
Mando has
them?
to put our A-list, let's say A-list artists, the influencers, the people they way in Baba them, people they way the
But
influencers.
there are two different things. Are A-list artists and are influencers. A lot of A-list artists are not influencers in this
No,
country. So
so
which one are you
I they
talking
talk
about?
about A-list artists and even the influencers.
Influencers. Okay.
Yeah, so A-list artists, influencers, and all these big names that will get them. Do you think they're
Mm.
actually using their voice for actually shape our community towards a very positive place?
The community, as in community or the industry. A lot of
Oh,
Cameroonian artists are not in the position to make a difference in the community
okay.
because the way the way we have been structured is not to win on that level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it makes sense to you. We are with the society in Cameroon has not given us the position to be in a not giving us the opportunity to be in a place of power
Okay.
to be able to influence things much. A lot of people say, "Oh, Cameroonians are not talking about this, they're not talking about that." Bro, how many of them listen to Cameroonian artists first of all?
Mm-hmm.
If Cameroonian artists say, "Well, when I woke up, go strike, when I go strike."
Yeah, that's true.
No, 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 go. They don't have that influence to do it. So leave them. Maybe they do that music until they have that influence. For them to have that influence comes so many things: money, power, and durability in your existence. You understand what I'm saying? How long you've been out there. I don't think these young people they have a role to play. They can play it on different aspects and different ways. I'm sure they can, but I like to give people who have roles to play. You know, let politicians be politicians, artists be artists and stuff. If you're an activist, fine. You know, if you expect and say because the man is simple, then no, you want to make go talk about politics, you don't know what about it. Like even for me, a lot of people tell
Mhm.
me, like, oh, you talk about bro, I don't know nothing about that stuff, bro. What you want me to talk about? I don't know nothing about that stuff, bro. I can't come out and meet all the problem. I'm not going to Bamenda since this kind of stuff. I don't know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? I can do it in my own way, but I'm not going to go speak on it like I'm an expert. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you notice since 2016, my personal Facebook page is black.
Mhm.
Since 2000, since the first day I had Wala for this crisis, my
Yeah.
profile picture has been black. This is almost 7 years. My profile picture has been black. You
Wow.
understand what I'm saying? That's my own way that I've been speaking on it. And I have people from everywhere in the world who's like, bro, so man died, which happened? I'm like, yo, we have problems in this part of Cameroon. That's my own way
Mhm.
of doing it. Apart from that, I don't know any other thing about that. Like, I'm not in a position to talk. That's why I say another thing, the problem will get up for the country and say, no man, no day for a place.
Mhm.
Until people they start learning for day for that place, you know, they better. If you carry Gaja and put it for gate, you give yellow mayo.
Mhm.
He no say he be commandant chef adjoint.
Mhm.
They go to ask you plus where and down. If you don't look out, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Mhm.
We have anybody when not in that place. People are doing the wrong thing at the wrong. Just some person, so you find yourself here when you're not supposed to be there. That's our power.
Baba, advise me.
This
Advise
your people,
me.
they not get question. People they ever talk, run them up when they're online. They
Some
can't
okay,
comment for.
more just go through questions and then but some
Let's
questions I
go.
already rephrase some
Like absolutely, like let's have a conversation because it's in it. So I really believe, like for me personally, I think like a lot of people have spent a lot of time. I don't really care about it. People have spent a lot of time to make me look like I'm some kind terrible kind human being and stuff like that, or I am this or I'm that, and they come across like they have good intentions, but their intentions are for their personal thing and to make every other person look stupid. So I'm not here to answer the questions. I said a lot of stuff that people didn't agree with me. Let's talk about it. Like what's up? I still got what? I still got 13 minutes. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Some guy don't the query me yes, I never ask a question. Can you address this?
Please, ask them.
Valerie Ndiku never address with Una not say
Ask
me
the
and then
question. Ask
watch
the question.
huh?
Hey, ask the question now.
Yeah, Valerie Ndiku, I beg, just copy the question, paste them again, Mr. Chair. I beg, just copy your own question, paste them. No,
Please,
80,
let me get a question.
20, he'd already talk about 80-20. We no go on all day for the go in circles, my brother. We'd already talk about that when I should say you can't let I beg when you finish
Go rewind.
and go back, go watch the live, and then you'll get them. DJ Sakis, for you, Nabi, what do you think about individual? No, I think it already addressed that one to DJ Sakis.
What was that?
What do you think about individuals like Agbo Gibet, Kamif, Stanley Eno, and
I'm
music?
not answering that question. How have I addressed that?
Huh?
Have I addressed that question? I never heard that question.
No. The thing is, the question is two. We'll not get that time. If you talk about what do you think about Agbo Gibet, Kamif, Stanley Eno?
I can say it one time. I can say it very quick. About Gilbert is one of the most constructive people that this industry has had. About Gilbert has his great intentions also. Some of his executions are stuff that people will not agree with. He's a very passionate man, so he has a temperament and stuff, but he's realistic in what he says. And if you listen carefully, you will see the truth behind what he says. Kamif is a great initiative that I've always told about Gilbert exactly what I feel about it. It's a great initiative that brought people together for so long, but the more time goes on, it lacks what they call substance. And the role that I've always wanted to play in Kamif, if I get an opportunity one day from Agbo Gilbert, I will be able to play it, which is to be able to showcase the other part of Kamif that people don't see on the internet, which is the master classes, the workshops, and the networking going on behind Kamif, and just not just the entertainment, the red carpets, and the on part of it. Who again? So come on, they go.
It's a
Kamif, Agbo Gilbert, who?
Stanley Eno also.
Stanley is promoting his song Takeover. What next?
Oh, Kamif. I think you don't
I already answered Kamif. Next question, let's go.
What would you say about
Great.
him?
About TZT is doing good. He's doing a great job. Nothing much to say about him. I appreciate what he does, and I like the moves that he's making. I just wish that he could capitalize. I really hope that he's going to capitalize on it, and he has a role to play to change the industry. The doors he's going into, I hope that he can be able to make better use of those doors than other people that came before him. Salatel is one of the greatest artists we have of our time. Salatel is somebody that everybody in this country must respect. Salatel has been able to so hardly take a couple of artists and turn them into stars. He has been able to take people who have had big hits who have never had a hit and make the hit. He has been able to define the sound of our country. As in, he's one of the few producers that have had more than 7 hits on our top 10 charts for about 2 years at any given point in time. He's one of the only artists who has proven beyond reasonable doubt that as a producer, he understands the winning sound. And then when he starts giving the winning sound, it wins. Salatel was one person that has given us the most glorious years of our Cameroonian urban industry between 2016, 2019 with Alpha Beta. When you had Leo giving hits today, Blanche dropping another hit, Bless B, the collaboration with Alpha Beta. You had Mr. Leo, every other news thing like that time when we were dropping all those songs back to back. Everybody from the Francophone to the Anglophone part had a sound that we could relate to, and that was created by Salatel. If people get sense, they will follow that thing to go. We should not be turning around acting like we don't know what's up. He's one of the most prolific original. If any artist, young artists, I tell them, even when I took my Napster freshmen, those kids, I told them, look at Salatel, follow Salatel. Salatel's got the formula. That's the president. That's it. For me, one of the most exemplary artists, Salatel and Loco. On my pure. Waxy and mine will be on forecast on my hand, but I don't correct a mistake. It's fine now. You don't get problem again. He don't get sense. He don't get sense. I'm a man. We're friends now. Until further effort, but from now to then, he don't learn. He don't point. So he's very, very. And I've always said, I'll still saying, like I said before, Waxy is one of the most productive. He's one of the most resourceful Cameroonian in this industry. If wax day, if person will get sense, work out. Me say I don't understand now. I might go a corner, I go for a corner, I'll go make money, I will do business, not be saying anything. Because I know say you get to the level where not die. I give everybody that credit. Wax day, Saturday day. He's very intelligent, he's an intelligent guy, he's a lawyer, he's smart. But if you decide to use that intelligence for fool you or for make you, so you guys to be on the other side, like all that.
Blanche Bailey.
Blanche is the hustler, number one hustler. She's also my friend, so my neighbor too. I wish you there, but not people. Yeah, she's my neighbor. She's a hustler. I love the way she goes about it. Blanche is not about you. She knows she understands music business. When she drop her song, people would say whatever to say, but she knows that, and this is how I've dropped my song. This is how I'm going to promote my song. This is what I'm going to get to my tongue. Anybody who will understand business, talk to Blanche. Not going to say, "Plug Blanche, yeah, if you understand, ain't no trade you do. Not try. Not try. Blanche, not the first way you want to throw stone. If you throw stone at Blanche, the bounce come back now and knock your baguette.
Mr. Chichi's
like that big boy, Baba. I hear you, Baba. Media, production, movies, everything. Chichi is a monument. Like he's a very, very important figure in the entertainment industry. Chichi is responsible for most artists that you see out here that beginnings of their career. Not to even start talking about what he has done for the movie industry. Not to even start naming Tinewedo done for, like other aspects of it. Chichi is legendary. People need to start respecting people like Chichi. That's it.
Boss, you sound more like people you go for Kumba. Tell me anything. If you don't go holiday for Kumba, or if you don't just
I go PHS Kumba one time, they pack me. I'll be PHS Kumba one time. Lower seat, they know what's up. Lower seat, I'll PHS Kumba. Now, papi pack me, no papi. Papi put me for office. Say, my friend, you want to box?
I said, okay.
They give me keys, they might lock the office. So, all man, they look and give me keys, they might lock the office. I lock her one time, open, and the second time, move the key. Go drop her for office. I say, give me one. So I say, fuck that. I open the door and walk. I look me so right? That's how I dismiss myself. So yeah, anybody know me, nothing that's what I did.
They say Kumba, people they say wise, but we see
so wise. I don't like back in the day, like I do Kumba man. I feel like I did outside part for school, so I know the city fine. I don't and go 247. Wow, I know your grandfather.
Wow, Baba man, thank you very much for today. Which be the advice you get on for me, Nasako? Which will be the advice you get on for Turidi? Which you think so?
Keep it real, man. Keep keeping it real. That's the only thing I'll save you. Trust me, keep it real. Don't feed off hate. Don't feed off none of that, because that thing is very easy for people to feed off hate. People will come to you when you have some negative people, like everybody's gonna run and come up to you. That is called a trend. It will come and it will go. What you have to do is keep it real and keep it consistent. Identify where you want to go, is where you want to do. Not the over agreement with a kind like me, can over talk English because I need to really judge. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just keep it real. But I'm saying consistency is the key, to be honest with you. Consistency is the key. As long as you did it only for day, it's gonna work. And make a comeback for pay. I don't know what you do for that. You want to do diaspora media too. They exist too. Don't forget.
My brother, I'm not gather now. When I gather, would you talk already? So then anything I'll let you know. Gather. At the end of the day, they are part and they don't can take things over that side. Come for years. So the struggle.
No, collect. We still get to come back and collect too. We come back and collect. We don't spoil that. We don't give them black picking them to come back and then get running around Europe. That's our work.
Brother, you don't promise you say you'll bring my brother Paul Social.
Yeah, of course. Next show, trust me, I'm calling right now. After this, I call him. I'm linking guys up, and you do that.
Okay, thank you.
No, because yesterday I was talking to you for like 2 hours on the phone, and I check and say, "Time we talk with you, the way the man passionate." It's I tell you there. I said, "Didn't nigga get to be on live show?"
Yeah, we need to.
Very passionate and very.
One thing I believe so much that can change our community is having the right people speak. I feel like the right people have been too quiet for so long. That mentality of no, me I know they about talk. Are they only walk now walk? Oh, me I know they about talk. Are they only walk now walk? We don't leave them the wrong people. Don't go grab my phone. The wrong people don't build platforms. Do you imagine the platform I get now? It was just for negativity. Like we get
like so many other platforms. That's why we're not growing. That's why you don't understand. We are not growing because of that. We are not growing because of that. Even the people that think that that negativity is what's building the industry is not true. Yeah. How is that negativity building the industry when you are learning to hate other artists?
Yep.
How is it building industry when you are learning from that movement to hate other players in the industry? Yep. How is it helping to build the industry when you just know that somebody is saying that we should support our own? What does that support? What role has that message played in you making an effort to actually support your own? It's my question that I keep asking. Everybody's like, yo, I heard about it. So you heard about it. What have you done about it? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you keep hearing about all of this. What do you guys really do about it? And I said we should stop. One thing I advise is that don't get fooled. Don't let people, don't use hate to fuel your social media platform. You know what I'm saying? Because love is going to win at the end of the day. You're not going to get as many people there as possible, but you're going to get loyal people and you're going to grow. That's the fact. You're going to grow. And you're going to be there forever.
But thank you very much, man. I think we need to have you another day, maybe after 1 or 2 months. But we definitely
take the time. After this NAFSA project comes out, we also have a party coming out. Good time. If you come to, by the way, if you come to Cameroon December, I'm the king of parties. You feel me? We got a good time. 25th of November and Sundays every first Sunday to last Sunday of January. NAFSA cups also available for sale. 55 Kolo Diaspora. I come buy on a NAFSA cup. Then I sell these cups. That's what I do for a living.
Support your own.
That's what they call support your own. I never see that nigga buy my one NAFSA cup, but I better do that shit real quick. Do that shit real quick. Don't go back and push me for internet while they sell kako, but I never can buy. What's good? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's good? I say what when I know. When I allow me internet.
Thank you very much. We'll continue to talk about Gram probably later today or tomorrow. Sure. Man, trust me, you were a blessing. Guys, go ahead and follow my brother Nabil Fongod. I named our own Pinam. He has a lot to offer to our community. Trust me, another one good thing that I feel say God bless me with to identify people who are wonderful from inside. No be the one way they show them. You be one of them.
By the way, please, I'm going to tell everybody who's in the UK, y'all go see Ganu. Ganu's premiering in Birmingham, and I'm on that movie. In that movie too. Y'all go check out Ganu. That's what I was saying. Check out Ganu. Shout out to Can Quentus and everything he's doing for the movie industry, and everybody's doing a movie. So I want y'all to support that. For those out there saying Axel is going to be available really soon for people. I'm also in that movie too, because this movie thing is definitely picking grounds. I want us to support it. You get me? I really want to support. Let's run the numbers up. Because another thing we have to understand is the more we can promote these movies on social media and stuff, it gives more leverage for people who want to do business with Netflix and other distribution companies. Like as long as these movies are well talked about, people are turning up for the premieres, people are taking pictures, people are posting and stuff like that. It gives us a lot more leverage to be able to do business with the movie distributors, Netflix, Amazon, and all of that. You understand? So, like I said, for me, industry, I'm industry inclined. Like I'm not worried about this A or B. It's a lifestyle now, so I don't need to identify whatever I do for movies, music, content creation, media, all of that. I'm part of it. So let's see how we can. At any time, any point in time, hit me up. Say you want to do something, anything around here. I'm ready to go. To events too, like we got those events. Everything now getting into technology, I think is a very interesting thing too. Let's think about technology, because I think that technology, if we can be able to develop technology that's associated with entertainment, then we are able to create a bigger situation for lucrative business in the showbiz world. We don't have places where people can watch movies like Cameroonian movies. Everybody's complaining about that. We don't have a place where we can go and watch Cameroonian content. Everybody's complaining about that. So let us be able to create. Let's get into tech. Let's get into tech. Where people have tech ideologies, come and meet us that are into the industry. Let us be able to have a collaboration. If you go anywhere in this world and you see like an artist or someone who's in the entertainment industry running business out of the entertainment industry, it's not necessarily that he knows all of that other technicalities of it, but he understands a part of it and the other person understands the technicality. So if you have that technical know-how, I have the understanding of the business. Let's get together and we can do anything. We can sell movies, we can sell music, we can sell content, we can create stuff that can be able to facilitate the industry, or grow the industry. Man, I don't understand my pidgin or my English, but just understand.
My sister Joanne Gumba just joined and he's saying I've been answer some of the questions. Joanne, I beg you.
Joanne, please ask the question. I never answer. And I want you to ask the question.
You are my person. I beg, Baba, Mama. I ask the question now. I ask Nabil before the close the live.
Before I go. Yes, Joanne, what's the question?
I need to follow.
I thought you used to take people on live to ask questions too.
Mm-hmm. Joanne, I beg, Joe, ask the question again. Or what are you? Just copy the question, paste them again for comment section.
Copy paste, please. Please.
And then we'll leave the live.
Before they go see me for answer question again, go stay. Yeah. I don't really do too many interviews.
Mama Joanne Gumba, you get that privilege because you are my mom, you're my person, and we'll wait now your question. Once you drop that question, Nabi go answer him
Mm.
and then I'll
That's
sign
another thing.
out.
That's another thing you have to understand. Shout out to go John. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joan. She's been. That's another thing that I was talking about. Returnee level. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She did amazing in Nigeria. She got
Nigeria.
a lot of experience and know-how and network, and she came to Cameroon and put all of that into this industry. So I keep saying again, drops make an ocean. Everybody's individual effort. Do you know how much individually Joan Gomba has been able to do that? It's not noisy and loud everywhere. That's impacted the industry for real. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm sure like from everything she had learned out is one of the things that gave her a possibility to be able to do
Well,
what she's doing back home.
the question may be even from Joanne. It's from Valerie Dikum.
No problem.
How loyalty is actually hurting people in the diaspora. Not only in the diaspora though, it's discouraging people from investing. So probably the situation
Um,
where you sign an artist. I know say you don't address them earlier, but then
but let me address it
you
clearly. Right? Let me just make
yeah,
this very clear, right?
yeah,
So this is where I stood at it. I think that it is like I said, there's nothing black or white. There's always a gray zone in everything. You know, somebody's not
yeah,
always right and this person totally wrong. But let us
yeah.
come to a compromise to understand something. I think that comes loyalty is not the perfect word to use because I think that is not what it is. I think some of the times, right, people have misunderstandings based on the understanding. People don't understand themselves based on the business deals that they are supposed to do. So
Mm-hmm.
an artist does not understand his responsibility as an artist, and a producer does not understand his responsibility as a producer. And then when we come back now, we'll say then two now, you get, like I said, you get some talented person, we get
Mm-hmm.
limited knowledge of music business, and you get
Mm-hmm.
some rich person that has limited knowledge. I don't say no get knowledge or limited knowledge of the
Mm-hmm.
music, or maybe just some part of music business as far as maybe to push that artist is concerned, and the other parts they fine for this. You understand what I'm saying? When you get it to put the kind together, what happens most of the time? Like I said, this person will put money on top this artist, but you don't really know. You just think that until I go down and say, man, I put them for a comfortable house, man, I do this thing. I know this person where they do nice music for year. I go produce them, I get this connection for do so. I get the money for pay this kind of promotion, but it is still not a strategy put in place. And the artist who is not aware of it finds himself in a situation where the first year of his life, he's probably spent it living in a house that you paid for,
Mm-hmm.
wearing clothes that you paid for, but not being able to produce any music that you have paid for. And then now you as a producer, you find yourself like, come on, I spent 1 year spending on you, bro. Give me music now. But no, you did not invest in music. You invested in the human being. And that
Mm-hmm.
was not clear. So I think that one, yes, loyalty is a big problem because me, myself, I have put a lot of people on and I never got loyalty from them. That's definitely a problem. It cannot really stop me because nothing much I can do about that. I think that human beings are going to be human beings. But I think that what can help solve the problem a little bit is the fact that if two people coming together, the artists and the producers, have a perfect understanding of the business, have a really understanding of what they all both want to achieve together. Because poverty is a big situation here. You meet an artist who is so broke that now so you don't need a maid surviving. You understand what I talk? You didn't even think about the fact that you have signed me, means say I've solved this problem, solve problem, solve problem. Before you want to check about music to them, there you go. But I would say leave the artist under those circumstances. Now pressure to make a person you work hard
Mm-hmm.
and keep you loyal. You understand what I'm saying? Because the artists will take it for granted, and that's what you think is not loyal. But then we'll come up with a reason that, but yeah, I'm here for music, I'm not being produced at all. So I think it's just like I think loyalty definitely is the problem on both sides. But
Yeah.
the question is how well of an understanding do you guys have as far as business is concerned before you went into the deal that you went into?
Ah, God, this was beautiful. This was beautiful. This was beautiful. I define something. Some
Kinda.
person know me. One. Oh God.
I still
Which
got 20 minutes though, so no problem.
boss? Which song? One of your song and the title where you want more play 'em? I think see that's
My
how I
song.
understand. Yeah.
Hmm. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in the day. Well, my first
Wait there for
single.
YouTube.
Yeah, of course, bro. Let's go back in the day. My first single was called King in the Jungle. 2006. If not, go to Don't Forget Me. Nabil for real, aka Napster. Don't forget me.
Boss, I think so. One use the one sign out. Thank you very, very much for your time. Thank you for everything,
Yeah,
Baba. I beg.
thank you.
I beg, I
Appreciate it.
beg, I beg. We need to forget you here again because you don't really educate us on a lot about the
Good.
industry, the community, and how we
Yeah.
can move forward. But then watch the ones more before they kick you out.
Yeah.
Where you born is your temple of
The
doom.
temple of doom, my field flesh is born under the full moon. I wasn't born with a silver spoon, still sprung to my dream like a daddy dream. Welcome to the jungle, man, it's Cameroon. And it's the land of the lions and music really soon. I've been to the darkest of the lanes, live life in the head of the waves. Our sufferings added our grace like the sunshine that hit my skin where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You can't reach the richer, you can't teach the teacher till we under forever. I'm a thorough survivor, no retreat, no surrender. When I tick, no wonder, cause I'm a king in the jungle, man. King in the jungle. I'm a thorough survivor. I survived every drama. I'm a king in the jungle, man. King in the jungle. If you follow me, you gon' see where I be.
Cause I'm a king in the jungle, man. King in the jungle. I'm a third world survivor. I survived all this drama. I'm a king in the jungle, man. King in the jungle. If you follow me, you gon' see where I be. Yep. Born on the streets and raised on the streets, and no one ever knew that he could make fat hits. Cause in the morning where he sleeps, you can hear his heartbeat. For a day was a journey with shackles on his feet. It's really hard in the streets, it's hate and pain on the streets, living in poverty under suppression in the darkest of the peaks. No exposure for sure, his talent was raw, so we feel the dance floor. People don't know what they dancing for. What does it take to make it an acid? I got certificates and I can't do nothing with it. We all remains after war, some lived it, some felt it, others saw.
Man, that is who we are, bro. Back in the days, these guys the only play they would choose to go do that video now for Tole. The Tole way me and you know at the Beguna and Beguna at the Momanis. We need to just continue to build our community. We need to continue supporting our own. We need to continue encouraging one another. We need to continue doing things that can get us to a place that is far more better than we are today. Thank you guys for watching. It was a beautiful show. It was a beautiful segment. I'll be very, very sorry for the people that we I never answer their questions. Now, because when I want come, we would already talk about things the way they be similar to the question we want to ask them. However, if you ask question when Nabil never answer, either Nabil go answer for another platform or we'll bring you here back again some other time and then he go answer the question. However, at the end of the day, I think it was a beautiful segment. Go ahead and let us know what you think about the segment. Let us know what you think we should do differently or better. Let us know what we can do, continue to do as to really as a community to grow. There is more to read up get time for today.
So right now, nobody does it better. Business first and the rest comes next. I gotta quench my baby's thirst, so I move rest till I get it off my chest. Don't guess, bet, yes, I make it rain till it's wet. This is my jungle and I command respect. You ready to rumble? I'm sick. King in the jungle, man. King in the jungle. I'm a third world survivor. I survived all this drama. I'm a king in the jungle, man. King in the jungle. If you follow me, you gon' see where I be. Cause I'm a king in the jungle, man. King in the jungle. I'm a third world survivor. I survived all this drama. I'm a king in the jungle, man. King in the jungle. If you follow me, you gon' see where I be. Yeah, I'm just a K-I-N-G and it's G-H-E-T-T-O. They call Africa, USA, United States of Africa. We unite right here, sir. I'm chillin' and we chillin'. Nabil for real, third world survivors. Rahul, you know how we do. Jack Napizzo, B-U-E-A, the whole crew know how we doing it, man. K-I-N-G and